What's going on? Oops, you know what? I never did. I never put the scoreboard up there. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog for the season finale between the Cowboys and the Giants. Thank God this year is over. And I'm sure I'm going to have to answer this throughout the stream. But I'm going to start off by saying my buddy Chris, obviously our guy Chris, he texted me earlier this morning. And he's been under the weather. He didn't feel good Friday at all, which is why, why none of this matters. I was trying to figure, like, kind of moving this around or whatever. But why we didn't do Giants Collective on Friday, he didn't feel good. And I know because I had the same crap the beginning of the week. And he texted me this morning. He said, man, he goes, I was hoping I'd feel better by today. And he said he actually feels worse. So he's like, I'm not gonna be able to do the game today. So what is going on with this thing? So he said he's not gonna be able to do the game today. He didn't feel good. I just told him, get better. And I'll put that up when the thing starts. I don't know what the hell is going on with CBS. I'll just use ESPN. I don't know why I bother with CBS anyway. But so he's not gonna be joining me today. And I doubt he's watching this, but if you are, buddy, get better soon because I know that freaking sucks. Like I said, I dealt with it myself, and it's not fun. So, wishing him a speedy recovery. And hey, listen, if you're not sick, the Giants will certainly make you sick. I mean, that's a problem, So, they'll definitely make you sick without question. This team has made us sick all year. They are 3-13 again for the second year in a row going into the last week of the season. And for some stupid reason, I decided, what the hell? Let's do this freaking game that means absolutely nothing. But I always want to say, thank you to each and every one of you who continue to support us all these years. Chris and I have been doing this. This was our 8th year together. We had one good year together, and yet you guys and girls always show up every week to kind of share our pain and misery and sorrow and anger. And there's very little happiness being a Giants fan. So we, we appreciate you toughing it out with us year in and year out as, it's just freaking, it just sucks. I hate that every year we have nothing to play for at this time of year except for draft position. It sucks. I've been a fan for a long time. I am an old fuck. I'm 50 years old. I've seen a lot of glory with the Giants. And the first half of my fandom, actually a little bit more, because like I said, from 1984 through 2011, we were one of the best teams in football for that 27 period. We won 4 Super Bowls. Nobody else won as many Super Bowls in that time frame as we did. So I guess the Niners would have if you go from 84. But from 86, from the time we won our first Super Bowl, from 86 to 2011, nobody won as many as we did. We'd have a couple down years here and there, but we would always respond and be back in the playoffs in a couple of years. So it wasn't like a long drought like this one. We'd have a couple down years, and the next year we win a division or we'd be back in the postseason. Even if we didn't make a run, we were at least competitive. 97 we were in the postseason, we lost to Minnesota. 98, 99 were down years. 2000 we were back in the Super Bowl. 01 was a down year. 2002 we were back in the playoffs. 03 and 04 were down years. 05 we were back in the playoffs, won the division. It seemed that way. And this is just a brutal period of Giants football. And all we can hope for as fans is, we get this coaching shit right this year. There's no question in my mind. We don't have a lot of depth here. We still need a shitload of pieces. This is far from a finished product, and again, I'm not going in next year optimistic. They're not going to fucking get me again. I don't give a shit what we do, who we hire, what our schedule is. I'm picking us to win 4 games next year. They're not going to get me again. You're not. I will not will not go in optimistic. It's not, they're not doing it to me again. This shit has happened to me the last couple of years since 2022. Nah, won't do it. I'm gonna be as pessimistic as a motherfucker. So just get ready to deal with that. I'm not going to predict them to do anything good until they show me that they can. It doesn't mean I don't want them to be good, but every year I go in thinking, oh, we did this, we did that, we improved here, we're going to be good, and it never happens. But if I'm going to be a glass half full guy, there is some good young talent here. And I do believe it was mismanaged and miscoached. And I do believe if we actually hired the correct coaching staff, that there's a shitload of potential here. A lot. Jackson Dart can play. Cam Scadaboo's a fucking beast. We know what Malik Neighbors can do. Okay, Abdul Carter looks like the guy that we thought he would be here the last month. He's been unbelievable. Ryan Burns is a stud, right? Dex Lawrence had a down year, but we know what Dex is. They're going to get some good pieces here in this draft. Okay, we know that. They lose today, they're picking second. Somebody's going to come up and get that pick for a quarterback. Okay, we lose today and the Raiders find a way to win, which I don't think they will, but you never know. Maybe Kenny Pickett wants to beat the Chiefs. You know, there's still a possibility we get the number 1 overall pick, which would be the greatest thing ever. But there's definitely there's a good young core of talent here that you can build around. I just want to see results, but I feel like if you got the correct coaching staff in here, they definitely could start moving in the right direction. Again, the Joe Shane thing is very baffling to me. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. I don't hate Joe Shane. I don't even dislike Joe Shane. I kind of like him. I don't know why I do. I'm in a very far minority of guys that actually like Joe Shane, but I don't feel like he can keep his job. Like I said, I feel like he's done some stupid things. I do feel like he's learned. I do feel like he's gotten better. But the fact of the matter is, we're fucking 3-13 again. We're not winning football games. You fired your entire head coach, your coaching staff. I'm sorry. You fired your entire coaching staff. What the hell would you bring the GM back for? It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to bring him back. It just doesn't. Just start over. And you can't bring him back here as a lame duck GM. You're really gonna screw shit up if you bring this guy back and he's not under contract past next year. You're really going to fuck it up. So you either fire him, which I think is the best thing for this organization, or you give him an extension, which is just going to piss everybody off. So there is no in between. There's no in between. You can't go out there looking for a brand new coaching staff with a GM that's on his last leg, that's on life support. Can't do that shit. You'll never get the best candidates. Those guys are going to need some kind of job security. They're not going to want to. You're not going to get the best candidates. You're not, especially if you're looking for a first-time head coach. Who the hell wants to come in under if you're looking for a Hafley or you're looking for a Schuler or a Kubiak? Who the hell wants to come in under those prerequisites where if you have a off season and your GM gets fired, you're also going with them? Nobody wants that shit. Maybe a guy like Mike McCarthy would do it because he's like, whatever, I don't know, but I do know that we have to, we got to figure this the hell out, Giants fans, or we're going to be shit again next year. I don't want to be shit. I want to be good. I hate being 3-13 every year. I hate it. Sucks. Zach Attack, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We made it, boys. Just one more painful Sunday. Appreciate years of content and live streams. Also, do either of you have hope things can turn around with the new? Well, I think I just answered that. I didn't even see your super chat, but I think I pretty much answered that. Andrew, thank you. No, I didn't. I don't even listen, man. When I leave here, I've said before, bro, I don't even think about YouTube when I'm off of YouTube. It's just the farthest thing from my mind. I have so many other things going on. I looked for you before. I don't see you in my blocked list, so I have no clue what's going on with that. I searched there before. I did it one night. It took me like 15, 20 minutes looking for. I don't see you on that list, so I don't know. YouTube is very fucking strange. It's weird. YouTube unsubscribes people from me. They've blocked people from. I don't know, man. I don't know what YouTube does. It's why I get very frustrated with it. They frustrate the hell out of me. I beat IGT says Giants are hoping for a Ryan Poles turnaround. Well, the Giants are going to have to get their offseason moves right if that's going to happen. They're going to have to get their offseason stuff right without question. We need Chris. Oh, sorry, man. You're not getting Chris today, brother. Sorry. Chris is really sick. So I mean, listen, as much as the Giants suck ass, and this game means nothing, and we're just getting through the season, thank God it's over. You know Chris would be here if he could. Chris really has to be sick to not be able to do the game. I mean, if you're a little under the weather and you just don't feel good, you can get through one of these. It ain't easy, but you can get. But if he's literally, we're to the point where he texted me and says, "Hey, man, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I was hoping I'd feel better today. I feel worse." And he says, "Sorry, man, I can't make it. I don't feel good. I can't make the show tonight either." He's really under the weather. He obviously really doesn't feel good. Otherwise, he would be here. Sick of those Giants. That's what I said. If you're not sick, the Giants can make you sick. But for those of you who I didn't see, I hope you all had a great New Year. Happy and healthy New Year to everybody out there. I hope you have a great 2026. My pleasure tonight. Thank you. My friend from the Lakers streams who loves Rui Hoochie Mama. Thank you for the $1.06 donation. Appreciate that very much. But thank you. I will be live for the Lakers tonight, and hopefully it's as good as the last game was. The last game was sloppy, good, bad, close, entertaining. That's for sure. Yes, Chris is very sick. I was very sick at the beginning of the week. Like I said, Monday I felt like crap. I had no appetite. I barely ate anything. I still do what I normally do. Wake up, go to work, come home, relax a little bit, take my pre-workout, go to the gym. Then whatever, eat dinner. I didn't eat anything. But didn't feel right. Felt off. Tuesday, same thing. Did not feel good. Had zero appetite. I think I just ate one little stack of pancakes the whole day. Same thing. Got up, went to work, went to the gym, came home, told those guys on Giants Collective, I'm like, listen, man, I don't feel good at all. Like, I really feel lousy. I'm like, so I'll push through, but I'm like, after an hour, gonna have to get right out of here. Like, I don't feel good. And it went like an hour and 20 minutes. And as soon as that show was over, literally went in the bathroom and threw up. So I know I took Wednesday off of work, which I don't ever want to take a day off of work, especially when nobody's there, because I can't get anybody sick when I'm sick. So, but I was like, I was out of it. I'm like, I need to sleep bad. So Wednesday, I just kind of laid around all day, still had zero appetite. After I threw up, I felt I wasn't nauseous anymore, which is good. But then Wednesday night, New Year's Eve, I fell asleep about 10 o'clock. I didn't wake up until 10 o'clock, 10:30 the next morning. I woke up twice though in the middle of the night, sweat through my clothes big time. So I had a fever, whatever the hell I had. It was a good 3 days that this thing messed me up. And then even Friday when I did the Laker game, I was still tired. But I think I'm 100% now. So it took a while. My kid had it, knocked him down for 5 days, whatever it is. It sucks, but it's going around. It's that time of year. It's a time of year in the Northeast when it's cold and you're stuck inside with everybody and there's no open windows and germs are just flying around. And you got your heat on. So the shit it's just infestation everywhere. They just breed. It happens. Shit goes, especially when you work. Chris works for the government. I work for the state. So, when you're working with a bunch of people like that, you're inevitably going to get sick. But appreciate everybody being here. Let me do this so I can get rid of these stupid bots. This game, somebody was telling me the game isn't televised. It's televised. It is televised. It's on Fox. For me, anyway. Even if it wasn't, So I bought NFL Sunday tickets so I could do a couple of games on. I bought it on NFL Sunday tickets so I could do a couple of games on. The 2 games on CBS or whatever the hell it was. The 1 game was on CBS, but I was actually at that game. JCNYC, thank you. Thoughts on the Knicks slump? I lost to the Sixers yesterday. I don't worry about slumps, man. I don't worry about slumps. The NBA, it's just like baseball. Not quite as long, obviously. It's half a baseball season, but every team goes through ups and downs in an 82-game season. I'm not going to worry about the Knicks having a couple of off games here late December, early January. I don't worry about that. The Knicks are going to be fine. The Knicks are going to be the 1 or 2 seed in the East, I would imagine. They got to get hot in April and May. I don't want them slumping then. They're gonna have a mini slump here in the winter. They're gonna be just fine. I'm not worried about them, but you want them to get hot in the spring. As the weather heats up, you want the Knicks to heat up. I still think the Knicks are coming out of the East. So we'll see. But they are the Knicks. And they have let me down for many, 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 many years. So I'm used to that. You know, obviously, freaking last year, losing to the Pacers was garbage. I didn't expect them to lose to the Pacers, especially after getting past the Celtics. And that was just some bullshit. That first game against the Pacers was some bullshit. You want to talk about some lucky ass bounces and a just absolute collapse job by the fucking Knicks. That's a typical Knicks thing to do. But, you know, I don't think the Knicks would have beat the Thunder, if I'm being completely honest. But they definitely should have. They definitely should have got past the Pacers. The Pacers are hot, though, man. They did that shit to the Cavs, too. So it is what it is. Is the flu shot worth it this year? No. The shot's never worth it. All the flu shot does is get you sick. I hope you realize that. When they give you shots like that, man, all they're putting is dead flu virus in your body. And then what your body does is your body has to fight off the virus to get, what the hell is the word I'm looking for? To build up your immunity system. So it gets you sick. That's all that shit is. I never get a shot ever. And I am barely ever sick. It is rare. And you know what? If you get sick, you recover from it. You recover. Everybody recovers. Unless you're freaking really old or you're just already in bad health. But I don't worry about it. My kid went to the doctor, October. Like, is he getting a flu shot? I'm like, no, my kid's not getting a flu shot. No, he doesn't need that. I don't get it. My wife don't get it. He doesn't need it. If he gets sick, he'll recover. He's a kid. Just like I did back in 1984. Same crap. And I get no damn flu shots back then. I lived. I still live. I don't want it. Jay, thank you, man. He says, I'm hoping for a loss. I don't blame you. But I'm looking forward to watching our team one last time until August. Let's hope we do the right thing and lose. We won't. Well, as far as I know, Dak is playing today. So maybe we have a chance to lose. Cowboys need this. Cowboys don't want to finish under 500. Cowboys got to get this to get to 500. You know, facts. Well, I'll tell you, man, I think Gen X just has that. I think that's just a Gen Xer thing. I don't know if you're a Gen Xer or not, but Gen X is like that. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I just, that's just our generation's motto is we don't give a fuck. We don't. I always think of the Billy Joel song. I forgot what the hell the name of it is. I just know what the hell. If Chris was here, he'd know he's a big Billy Joel fan. And I like Billy Joel. I just can't think of the name of the song. But I just love the line where he says, I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go on with your own life. Leave me alone. That's a Gen Xer's motto. I say it all the time. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Boomer Sooner. I'm so mad we lost to Alabama. I'm not saying that the Sooners would have beat Indiana, but we would have put up a better fight than that. We would have put up a better fight. Although John Mateer is total ass, so he might not have scored a point. But I don't think Indiana would have hung 37 on the Sooners. Then again, Alabama hung 34, so you never know. But I still think we would have done better. He says, what's the purpose of keeping Shane? Hope we're okay with Lou Anarumo as head coach because he will hire one of his pals again. That's a big reason I don't want Joe Shane here. There is no purpose of keeping him here. And I like Joe Shane. I don't love him, but I don't hate him. But I think it's best for all parties for him to go. And I don't want Anarumo or Joe Brady. And I think those are the two guys you're going to get. And I keep hearing these Stefanski rumors. And why would you want a guy that's failed as a head coach in Cleveland? Why the hell would you want him to be a Giants coach? I just don't understand it. But I'm not paid to make those decisions. I'm just a fucking idiot with a camera. That's really it. Gordon Trout, thank you. He says, if you or a loved one is a Giants fan, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Thank God this season's over. That's been one constant. Ass bowl is over. That's true. The ass bowl is over. And yes, I do believe you're entitled to free therapy. If you're a Giants or a Jets fan, I do believe you should be entitled to free therapy. I do. Barry says we don't need. Listen, if you want to get a flu shot, by all means, go get. I don't give a shit what you do. I'm in no position to tell anybody what the hell to do. That's just what I do. I don't believe in getting flu shots and all this other stuff. I'm not a vaccination guy. I'm just not. I mean, I barely take any medicine. I have to be like. I don't remember last time I went to the doctor because I was that sick. The most I'm going to take, sore throat drops because my throat hurts. Aspirin, right? There's my shit to get better. Tylenol and sore throat drops. Okay. Maybe if I'm like knocked on my ass, Alka-Seltzer. There's nothing I can't get off the shelf. We'll just put it that way. Robitussin. Triaminic. Do they still make Triaminic? Who else out there is old enough to remember Triaminic? Is that still a thing? I always remembered as a kid, I hated Robitussin because it tasted like shit. It still tastes like shit, but so does NyQuil. It tastes disgusting. But I always remember Triaminic was a little bit more sweet and syrupy, so I always thought Triaminic was better. Anybody remember Triaminic? Is that still a cough syrup? I'm fucking old. Chislo, thank you, buddy. Thank God the season's finally over after today. That is correct. Thank God it's over today, and I'm going to tell you, have no fear. If you care, some of you may care, some of you may not. Some of you may still want to. Chris is really sick today. He's really sick, so it's just me today. And I'm sure that I'll be really sick by the end of the game. But I will say this. Take your medicine. Yeah. I take my medicine every week with the Giants. I forgot what the hell I was going to say now. I forgot what I was going to say. Yo, Brian, man. Thank you so much, bro. I mean, really appreciate that, man. Thank you, my friend. I don't even know if you guys can hear this, but that's a bit so. Bro, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. What a legend. Thank you so much, man. You'd have to do that, brother. Really appreciate it. At least have your Pepto-Bismol already. As I reflect on yet another dreadful season. You know what I should get? I should get a little, when Brian comes in here, a lot of people have intro songs. I got to find some that is Thin Lizzy, right? Your guy here. That's Thin Lizzy. Am I not mistaken? Anyway, he says, I reflect on another dreadful season. My closed caption contemplates officially retiring from covering Giants games. We'd like to thank you for making it bearable and fun. Cheers, dog. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Do I want us to lose this game? If the Raiders win, of course. Of course I do. The original intro song was I still have the intro song. That's the one I played, right? You talking about this? Where? I'll put it up here for a second. You talking about this thing? That's not what I want. This guy? Talking about that? That's still there. That's what I used to open the show. Everybody seems to like that one better than the other one. So, Boomer Sooner says in the Army, all vaccines are mandatory. Hell, I've gotten like 20. Well, that's different because, and again, thank you for your service, but you're told what to do because you're part of the government at that point. And listen, I'm not going to lie. This is a thing too. Like, I didn't like this at all. I don't want to make this shit political. I fucking hate politics. But listen, man, as a state employee, I did get that COVID vaccination. I had to. They forced me to get it. I don't want it. Did not want. They forced me to get it. What are you going to do? You're not going to get it? You're going to lose your job? Give it to me. Whatever. I can't lose my job. I can't afford to lose my job. So, you know, I wish I could. I wish I had it like that so bad. I wish I had it like that where I didn't have to wake up every freaking morning at 5:30 in the morning, drag my ass into the freaking office. I wish. But I ain't got it like that. Your boy ain't got it like that. Oh, they did force you. Absolutely. Okay, they didn't force me. They gave me an ultimatum. Do you want your job or don't you? Do you want your job or no? That's pretty much it. They did. You're right. They didn't force me, Pete. You're right. Bad choice of words. They gave me a decision. Do you want your job or don't you? That was a better choice of words. They did not force me. You're absolutely correct. They gave me a choice. And I chose to continue to have my insurance and my pension and my paycheck because I need that shit, unfortunately. Because trust me, brother, if I didn't need it, I wouldn't be doing it to begin with. If I didn't need it, I wouldn't be doing it to begin with. It is what it is. Oh, it is Thin Lizzy. Okay. 40th anniversary of Philo's death. So I have to remember this, Brian. What is your favorite? If I can find what are the two Thin Lizzy songs that I know really well are Boys Are Back in Town, obviously. That's a good one. But I think my favorite from them is Jailbreak. That's them, right? Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak. That's Thin Lizzy, right? If I can find your favorite Thin Lizzy song, like a little drop, I can use it when you come into the chat. But I think Jailbreak is my favorite Thin Lizzy song. Larry, man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. The legend, Larry Legend in the house. Back to Inglorious Bastards as his thumbnail. That had changed for a second. Sup, man? Chris is sick or just sick of the goddamn team. I just want to see dart ball out, win or lose. Just ball. Yeah, like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, Chris is really sick. If there's no way Chris would not do this game with me if he was, and he hadn't felt good on Friday. We pushed back Giants Collective to today. And he texted me this morning. I probably was actually sleeping when he texted me. And he said, hey, man, he goes, I was hoping I feel better today. He goes, I actually feel worse. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the gamer show today. I just said, just get better, man. It sucks. Because like I said, I've been dealing with that. I dealt with that at the beginning of the week. And it's a rough, whatever the hell it is, it's rough. And everybody gets it differently. Now Chris has diarrhea. That's part of it. That's part of it. Without question. My poor kid had it he was out of it for a few days, like really sick. I only had it for I would say I was sick for 24 hours. Really, when I got out of the gym, I remember at the gym, I was struggling to do my workout on Tuesday and I was I just felt nauseous and I'd get to a set and I would just have to sit down. I had no energy. And I told the guys, John's Collective, I just got to get out. I just want to do the show and relax. And after, as soon as the show got over, I got sick. And then like I said, I got sick, didn't feel good. All day Wednesday, just kind of laid on the couch, didn't eat shit. I never eat shit anyway, but I didn't eat anything all day. And then, like I said, Wednesday night, New Year's Eve into Thursday, I sweat through my clothes twice. And whatever the hell it was, I kind of sweated out and I felt better on Thursday. And I still had another day to recover because it was New Year's Day. So I would say a good 24 to 36 hours. I was really under it, but I got over it pretty quickly. But some people last longer. It just depends. There's different strains or whatever the hell this crap is. Stone Sour, thank you. He says, with a Giants win, they can move down to the 7th pick. Holy shit. Is that true? Yeah, because they'd go the Jets, the Browns, the Titans. I have this up. I'll have to look at the scoreboard. I'm using the ESPN scoreboard up there, but the Giants have been chalking with Josh McDaniels. Ugh. The flu took my gains? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What the fuck you talking about? They didn't take shit. They didn't take no gains. They didn't take no gains from me. This shit's still there. We're still good. Took no gains. I went to the gym every day with that thing. I went to the gym every day. I didn't eat anything, though, which isn't good. I didn't take my gains. My gains are still there. I'm still 168 pounds of fighting fury. 168 whopping pounds of 50-year-old man meat. Pause. Mark. I got to meet Mark at the Giants game. Awesome dude. Tall guy. Probably like 6'2", 6'3". Says, salute, Bad Dog. Feel better soon. Last game of the season. Tell you what, Mark. Thank you, buddy. I feel a lot better. I'll feel even better when this game is over. At least it's a nice day today there in MetLife Stadium. It looks very empty because the Cowboys are playing for nothing as well. So a very low attendance here. I was 168 at birth. Very nice, very nice. Good, Bill, thank you, brother. Garbage season once again. Wait all year, and this is what we get. Congrats on another season covering this horrible team. Till next year. Yes, I say it all the time. We wait 9 months for 8, I guess. You're waiting from now until the beginning of September. You're like, can't wait. We get to the draft, and they're like, I can't wait for football. Football starts, and then by October, like, I can't wait till next year. We get like 3 or 4 weeks of Giants football, and then it's like, when does next year start? This year, however, I'm doing a lot more Yankee shit. I've already decided, man. I'm making sure that I do that Yankee show every week. I'm going to make sure I do the Yankee show every week. I want to make sure I do like a Yankees weekly on Fridays, and we're going to do a lot of things. And the kick is underway. It's going to be picked that did not reach the landing zone, so the Giants should have this at the 40. No, Tana's really sick today. He's really sick. So no, he's not joining me today. He just oh shit, what'd I do there? Yeah, Tana's really under the weather, man. He texted me early on today and just said, I can't make the game. I can't make the show. He feels worse today than he did on Friday. And he didn't feel good Friday either, unfortunately. So do me a favor, though. Hit the thumbs up. It helps out. If you want to give me a thumbs up for the last freaking game of the season. Jackson Dart will start under center. The Giants have it at their own 40-yard line. Single back set. Dart under center. Bellinger with the motion. They're going to hand it off here to Tyrone Tracy. And Tracy takes it out to the 43 in the first carry. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Cowboys coming in at 7-8-1. Obviously, they had the big Micah Parsons trade at the beginning of the year, and they've had an off year. We all knew the Cowboys' defense was ass, and it is ass. The Giants, they're ass all around, although they have definitely had some bright spots, number 6 being one of them. He draws back the pass. He throws, and hey! It's only a 3-yard game, but Darius Slayton actually caught the football. So let's give him a big hand in the chat. Yay! Yay! It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for the New York Giants. Actually, they gave him a good spot out to the 48. So 2, good spot for Jackson Dart to use his legs. Man in motion, 3 wide to his right. Out of the shotgun. That's what I used to say back in the day. Out of the shotgun. Dart takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right, caught by Tracy, makes a man miss, gets the first down. So he'll get into Dallas territory. One thing you could say about the Giants running game, all three of them fight for every yard. Tracy, you look at this, Tyrone Tracy and Cam Scatterbo possibility for next year, and you say they got a really good combination. I don't know what the deal is with Singletary, but you like the prospects of Scat and Tracy. Out of the shotgun, Giants moving with tempo. Play action pass, Dart drops back, the ball batted down in his face. It'll be second down and 10. I wouldn't say the Giants had a disappointing season. I think a lot of people knew they were going to struggle. They had a really difficult schedule. Nobody really picked them to win much of anything. I think Vegas had them at 5.5. They didn't even come close to that. And again, the Cowboys, there's always high expectations for Dallas because they are Dallas. But I think going into the year, we knew that Dallas's defense was really bad. But it's very rare for Dallas to be out of the postseason picture, in December. Gunner in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Tracy out of the gun. He has nowhere to go. He's wrapped up. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and a long 10, I guess. I have no idea who these guys are outside of, well, yes, I do. I just don't know the rookie there. But Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, obviously, you got from the Jets. Kenneth Murray, I used to love him. He was a Sooner. I liked Kenneth Murray a lot coming out of Oklahoma. Bridges, Hooker, Wilson, and Carson, the bad secondary for the Cowboys. Third down and 11 from the 49. Dart out of the gun. Cowboys bring 4. Dart throws deep, and we have nobody in the area. I don't know if there's a miscommunication or what. Gunner was in the area. The Giants will have to punt. Cowboys got there pretty quick with 4 men. That's not good. Of course, there's no right side of the line. Theo Johnson's out with an injury. Oh, I didn't even realize Wandale wasn't playing today. Isn't that amazing? Wandale got 1,000 yards last week, and Wandale ain't playing today. So the Giants' offense might really struggle. As bad as this Cowboys team is, who the hell is he throwing to? He's got no Theo Johnson, and he's got no Wandale Robinson. So it's Isaiah Hodgins, Daniel Bellinger, and Jalen Hyatt and Darius Slayton. That punts away, and wow, did he? Oh, come on. Great punt by frickin' Hammer for once. And when he tried to drop the ball down, he dropped it right on the frickin' goal line. It's be a touchback. Oh, Hyatt's not dressed? Shit. Who the hell are the Giants playing today? Who the hell are the Giants playing today? Who are they playing today? Chris is sick. Chris is really sick. Chris is really sick. Someone said, thank God. God. It's funny. Hyatt's a healthy scratch. I didn't even know Hyatt was. I mean, he's always a healthy scratch, ain't he? Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, Theo's not been good. Theo hasn't been good, man. Theo hasn't been great. He's got a lot of potential, but he can't catch the freaking football. It is what it is. Okay, so Gunner is wide receiver 2, Slayton and Hodgins. And obviously, Mannertz and Bellinger will be the tight ends today. Hyatt's healthy scratch. That might actually be a good thing for the Giants. That might actually be a good thing for the Giants. It is what it is. We got our resident Jackson Dart hater in the house. Everybody say hello to Giants guy 8282 who thinks the Giants are racist and absolutely hates Jackson Dart with a passion. Say hello to him. I watch all these comments he leaves on Giants Collective. So say hello to our resident Jackson Dart hater. Say hello to him. He needs the attention. So say hello to him. Saying Jackson Dart doesn't play well against good teams. I know he only put up 5 touchdowns against Denver in Denver. Only 2 teams have scored 30 points against Denver. You know, he's one of them. Only one team all year scored 30 points against Philadelphia. Jackson Dart's one of them. So, you know, just he doesn't do shit against good teams, right? It's terrible. He had 300 total yards of offense against the Bears in 3 quarters. Yeah. He's terrible. He don't play good against good teams, right? No, not at all. It is what it is. It is what it is. There you go. Well, I figured you'd like to say hello to him. I mean, you know, he needs it. I know it's exactly it. Only 5 touchdowns. It's exactly it, man. Cowboys start off with a quick pass to Pickens, and he gets pushed forward for the first down. Hyatt couldn't catch a bottle. Well, I mean, Hyatt doesn't catch anything. Hyatt couldn't catch this damn cold that everybody's getting. Yeah, I know. He should have had 7 touchdowns. I know. Dak Prescott's won his last 14 games against the Giants. So, Cowboys fans have that going for them. Here is a run up the middle, and it is an easy first down as the Giants look ready to give it up. Dane Belton got carried for about 10 yards, and that's out to the 20. As who the hell is that guy? Who the hell is 40 for the Cowboys? Lupke goes down. Who the hell are the Cowboys playing today? Tyler Smith, that's Hoffman, BB, Booker, and Steele. Lupke, Lamb, Pickens, at least I know them. And there's a quick end around here to Kavontae Turpin. He gets walloped in the back. And it's a gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Taco Master, thank you, says, here's a pittance for the Giants' impending loss. Thank you, buddy. That's actually what a lot of Giants fans want today is a loss. They want a loss. My guy Lou Mateo, thank you, brother. Can you imagine Stefanski getting the Gatorade bath in the Super Bowl? I don't want Browns coach to ever be successful. Who do you imagine? I don't know. That pass is caught there by CeeDee Lamb for a first down in front of Paulson Adebo, who's been a disappointment to say the least. It'll be a first down for Dallas. Who do I imagine? McCarthy? I don't know. McCarthy probably wouldn't win a Super Bowl here. I don't really know because I don't think our next coach is our Super Bowl coach. I think we need a guy to just get some consistency in place. And then you go for the next guy, which is why I'm a big advocate of McCarthy. I guess I just thought about this. The Cowboys were deep in their own territory. I don't know what that. Oh, Dak fumbled the ball and the Giants have it. Bobby Okereke for the 2nd week in a row. He hadn't done shit all year. He gets a big interception there against the Raiders, and then all of a sudden he recovers a fumble here, and the Giants have it immediately in field goal range. Jake says if Chris is not feeling well or sick of the job, probably both, but as sick as he is of the Giants, as sick as he is of the Giants, he would be here without question. He's really sick. He's just not feeling good. Oh no, not maybe field goal range. This guy can kick. Probably gonna score a touchdown. Larry, man, thank you, brother. He says, as an Ole Miss fan who hates Mississippi State, Dak comes from Mississippi State and hates the Cowboys. I cannot express how much I hate this fucking team. Well, that had to make you happy that Dak just fumbled the ball. Dart's going to roll out to his right. He looks and he has to throw it away. Good pressure again by the Cowboys. And we have a flag in the play. And it's on the Giants. That'll push them back 10 maybe. An eligible man downfield. Here's a pitch out to the left. Tracy Had some room, ended up getting 3. The Cowboys closed on that quick. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. The Cowboys actually declined that penalty. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 here for the Giants. Mr. Sky, get to that 1 minute, buddy. Thank you so much. 3rd and 8, dart out of the shotgun, drops back, looks right, throws deep down the side, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mannertz out there, or Hodgins, rather. And the Giants will have to settle for a long field goal attempt. Why is Bobby O turning into LT when the season's over? I wish I knew. That could have been a tug there right at the end. That looked like it could have been called against Dallas. Well, Better Call Saul's for 3. He is perfect on the year. That's right. I'm trying to jinx him. He is 4 for 4 in field goals. He is 5 for 5 in extra points. Now, one of his extra points was 48 yards. This is a 45-yard field goal attempt. Snap, spot, kick. Perfect. I think we have our kicker. 3-0 Giants. I think we have our kicker. I think Ben Sauls might be our guy. You know? I think we might have our guy. I think he might be our next kicker. I do. Hey, the like, smacking us up. Obviously, I'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow, one way or the other. Obviously, I'll do my post-game video as always, but I want to do some more Giants live streams and shit. Oh, now all of a sudden, what I was talking about earlier, now I remember what the hell I was going to say. Certs, thank you. Giants Guy 8282 is Diddy's alone. Oh, boy. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, you just got to love guys that try to push an agenda. You got to love those guys. They have nothing else to do with themselves. It's actually sad. I actually feel bad for people like that. I really do. I can't imagine how miserable their life is. I actually feel bad for them. My guy, Papa Guzzo. What's up, buddy? I hope your guy, hope Chris feels better, man. He texted me this morning and he said, hey, listen, man. He goes, I felt like crap on Friday. He goes, I was hoping I felt better today. He said, I actually feel worse. I'm not going to be able to do the show or the game today. So hopefully Chris feels better soon. But yeah, always good to see my guy, Papa Guzzo, in the chat. But what I was saying is, obviously we're not done calling football games this year because the hate watch will start next week. That's right. I am hate watching whoever the fuck the Philadelphia Eagles play. Oh, we're hate watching that one. Openly admitting I am hate watching that game. And I don't care if it's the Rams. I don't care if it's the Niners. Whoever the hell gets that team, we are big California fans next week. Big ones. Big ones. Chris is on the tank. That's right, Chris. Chris was out with an illness today. He said to hell with it. He said, I'm tanking too. Nuggets saying, I hope we have a new kicker. Now we need a punter. Yeah. Well, listen, Souls has been good. That kick's going to go into the end zone, so the Cowboys will get it at the 35. I hope so. And I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Why can't I be nice to Eagle fans on our team? I fucking hate the Eagles. With the Giants are in your position, would you be rooting for the Giants? Absolutely not. Oh, okay. Got that Theo tank cough. Theo has tank hands all the time. Cowboys will start from their own 35 after the touchback. Giants crowd the line of scrimmage. Cowboys hand it off, and getting about 3 before getting tripped up is the running back. Dak, who just fumbled the ball, back out there. 2 for 2 for 13 yards. 2nd down and 4. No, I doubt Chris can come in and do the fourth quarter because, again, he said he wasn't even going to do the show today. The show is not till 6 or whatever. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Dak out of the shotgun, out of the pistol, rather. Giants show blitz. They come with it. Dak looks, throws. He's got a man right at the sticks. It's Ferguson. We'll see where they spot it. They'll probably give him a first down, and they do. Of course, the Cowboys, again, it's not like them to not be in the playoff hunt. As usually they are in the playoff hunt, but this year they're trying to get to 500 to finish the season. They come in at 7-8-1. Of course, the first time we played the Cowboys, we had no business losing that game. That was a Shane Bowen special. Just past the 45, Dak under center, 2 tights, and he's going to play action pass. He's going to roll out. He's got his tight end, Ferguson, 50, 45, spinning, and that's not Ferguson. Sorry, that's the backup, Schoonmaker. Gain of about 13, and the Cowboys are in Giants territory, and it'll be 1st down and 10. Burns came free, but that's exactly what they wanted. Raiders-Chiefs play at 4 o'clock today. Luke Schoonmaker, with I believe that was his 15th catch of the year. Dak is a perfect 4 for 4 for 32 yards at the Giants 42. He's going to turn and hand it off. And nice cutback there by the running back who gets all the way down to the Giants 31. That's you, my man, Blue. I don't even know who the hell these guys are. You, my man, Blue. Williams not playing today. No. Another first down for Dallas. Giants fans says, I hope the Eagles fly into a windmill with a one and done. That's right, buddy. That's correct. Davis says Giants suck. You're not lying, brother. No lies detected. From the 31.5, Dak with the handoff. Here goes Blue up the middle. Cuts back 20, 15, 10, 5 down to the 4. Dane Belton finally tackles him after a gain of 27. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Cowboys. I had to have a beer today. I feel better. I wasn't able to have a beer yet. Maybe at the commercial break, I'll go have a beer with you fine, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Dak, play action, rolling right, throwing right, and that's going for no gain. The ball comes out, and they're going to say it's incomplete. As Ferguson couldn't handle it. Yeah, I think I'll go grab one Sammy, and I think I'll indulge in one beer with you guys and girls for another fantastic, shitty Giant season. For the Dallas, that's correct. For the Dallas. Oh, God. That's the Okereke I know. Getting pancaked and giving up a 27-year. That's the Bobby Okereke we know and love. Not this turnover machine all of a sudden. My guy Ped says, go Cowboys. And we have a timeout. 6:01 to go in the first. Kafka, are you going to challenge this? Dex ain't playing, man. What are they challenging? Let's take a look at this. He's down anyway. What are they challenging? I don't think he ever had control of that. And even when he did, he hit the ground before that ball came out of there. Look at Banks and just stay there. I don't think that's a fumble. I don't think that was a fumble. He never had control of that ball. And even when he did, he hit the ground and then it came out. I don't think that's a fumble, guys. They ruled it incomplete. I didn't see enough to overturn it. I have to see another angle. but that didn't look like a fumble to me. That didn't look like a fumble to me. Same thing, David. I think because they ruled it incomplete, I don't think he ever had control of that ball. And I didn't see the ball come out even before. I thought he hit the ground and it came out. I don't think so, but we'll see, man. I'm not there. I didn't think it was a fumble. That's what they do. What's the commercial where they talk about? Is it a Grubhub thing? What is the thing where they like the NFL tries to sell food? You know, bad challenge. He had control, but he hit the ground. I thought he hit the ground first, but I don't know if he ever had control of it. Put Bronny James in right. Because even if he did, if that ball came loose, he never had control of it to begin with. Chris is sick. Chris is really sick today. Otherwise, he'd be here. You know, there's no way he wouldn't be doing this game with me otherwise. But he just doesn't feel good. This game doesn't mean shit. I think if this was a game for like the playoffs or something, I think he would have found a way. But I mean, if you don't feel good and you feel like total shit, and I felt like that at the beginning of the week, so I know there's no this game don't mean shit. Play stands, and I mean that's what it should be. I don't know what he challenged that for. You weren't getting that overturned. He don't have it there. He don't have it there. He's losing the ball. He never had control of that thing. Oh, it's Uber Eats. That's what it is. He never had control of that ball. I'd imagine the Cowboys are going to run here. They have a jumbo package out there. Pause. And there's a handoff up the middle. My boy Blue gets about a yard. Maybe not even a yard. Maybe got a half a yard. It'll be third goal from about the 4. Yeah, Irish, same thing. Like I said, I doubt he's watching. But if he is watching, Chris, if by chance you're watching this stream, I wouldn't blame you if you were not, or if you were not watching this game and just resting. But know everybody in the chat, myself included, wishing you a speedy recovery. I know it freaking sucks being sick. Third and goal from the 4. Dak out of the gun, looks right, throws right on the fade to Pickens, and that was a terrible pass, and the Cowboys will have to settle for 3. That's true. The game will not be. I have subscribers mode only on this freaking thing, and all these damn bots still getting through. Must have picked up about 40 subscribers. Of course, I'll lose them all. Yep, I did. I picked up a shitload of subscribers. It's all those fucking stupid bots. So Brandon Aubrey, snap, spot, kick, good. We're tied at 3 apiece. I'm going to do this too. Let me just slow motion mode it. At least that also knocks us down to where they can only put it up there once and not spam the hell out of it. All right, so we're not at 3 apiece. I'm going to go grab a brewski. I need to have one beer with all my beautiful Giants fans in the chat that have stuck with us. All the crap. All the garbage this year. Let me go grab a Sam Adams. I'll be right back. All righty. My wife and kid are going to Disney on Ice. My dog's gonna bark. She don't like it when anybody leaves. Wow, long time no see, our guy Annie. We got time. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Happy New Year. Hope everything is good. I haven't seen you in forever. That's a blast in the past. So they like that Bama wide receiver Horton in the later rounds. Yeah, I'm going to start doing some research here at the end of the game today. I still think the Giants are coming away with Tyson, Tate, Reese, or Downs. It doesn't matter where we pick. I think we're getting one of those. Can't even see it because it's green, but cheers to everybody out there. I don't normally have a beer on Sunday because it is not my cheat day, but you know what? We're making an exception. I love you guys and girls. Appreciate all your support over all these years, and especially the last couple. It has been just a debacle of epic proportions. It is really tough covering this team. I'm not going to lie. It is a drain emotionally. Couldn't get through it without all you guys and girls. Couldn't. So appreciate you keeping me entertained, as the late great Simus would say. For those of you who are old enough to remember when Simus and I used to battle, we're talking years and years and years ago. I am entertained. You guys and girls definitely entertain me. As here is the best kickoff returner in the league, Deontay Banks, all the way out to the 39. And is Deontay Banks the greatest kick returner in the history of the Giants all of a sudden? I will say this. Even before last week, he was good at returning kicks. They should just do that with him next year. Bodo, thank you, brother. He says, come on now. I've seen Giants fans. Isn't beautiful a slight exaggeration? Just a wee bit, just a tiny bit. Oh, we're not talking about physically. But no, Giants fans are beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful visage. Look at this schnoz. I mean, does it get any better? Of course not. There's a handoff off the right tackle and a gain of about 4 for Singletary. 7-on-6, told you my dog's going to get mad because we're leaving. You're howling up there. JD, thank you, brother. Off season, off to a decent start. Found a kicker. Correct. We've already found our kicker. I still like Tate Sandell, just not in the 4th round now. 2nd down and 6. Yard out of the gun, looking right, throwing over the middle. It's caught there by Slayton again, out to midfield, the 1st down. Eric, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Last game of the season. Cheers, Baddog. Keep up the great work and fire Joe Shane. The first part, I'll do my best to keep up the good work, as the Titans go up 7-0. I'll do my best to keep up the good work. Firing Joe Shane, unfortunately, I have no control over that. 49-yard line. Jackson Dart has it out of the gun. He drops back, play action pass. Has time, looks right, throws right. Wide open is Gutter. And he's all the way down to the Cowboy 24 as he's pushed out of bounds after a gain of 27. Stone Sour, thank you, my friend. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Bad Dog. Love you, buddy. Thank you, my friend. Love each and every one of you guys and girls, too. Here's to you. Salute. A little piney, but it's good. You know, I love Sam Adams, but not a big fan of the winter. Not a big fan of the winter sampler pack this year. This one's good. Of course, they have winter ale, which is good, but they have this. It's like a coffee beer. I do not like coffee beers at all. I don't think they're good at all. Here is a fake reverse pitch. Dardas all day. He's going to take off. He's at the 20, the 15, and he's out of bounds at the 10, and the Giants have it 1st and goal. We're going to win this game, aren't we? We're going to win. Evan, a 98-yard pick 6 return for Cleveland. Evan, thank you so much, man. He says, how would you feel about dropping back somewhere between 10 and 15 plus picks later in the draft for a guy like, I don't know anything about him. I definitely do not want to drop back, though. I don't want to drop back. I want the Giants to get the best player available. We need an impact player immediately. And one of those 4 guys that I mentioned, they need one of those 4 guys in the worst way. I don't want to drop back that far. Here's a handoff. Oh, Singletary is met in the middle immediately. I think that was Quinnen Williams. It'll play. It'll be a loss of about 2. What a play by Quinnen Williams, obviously the former Jets 1st round pick. He just shed look at that play, man. Totally beat Marcus Bowe. Runyon's back out there. Of course, he was out last week with the paternity leave, I believe. It'll be second and goal from the 12. Dart drops back out of the gun, looks left, throws, and it's incomplete. He had Darius Slayton, but that was not a good throw by Dart. Giants. Thank you, buddy. He says, throw to the other team. I don't want Dart to have a bad game. Hopefully our running back fumbles. Right? Go to the other team. Corey, thank you, my friend. Cheers, Bad Dog. Cheers to you, my friend. Third and goal from the 12. Giants 28th in red zone opportunities. Dart empty backfield out of the gun. Cowboys rush 3, and he's still in trouble. He's going to try to get out of it, and he is sacked. Cowboys got there with 3 guys. The Giants had a first and goal on the 10, and they end up fourth and goal from the 18. This is terrible. Illuminor's had a good year, but man, you can't get beat like that. Illuminor's in on the tank. He knows he's coming back next year. He wants to get that good pick. That's Davian Clowney. Holy shit. I didn't realize he was still in the league. So here's Better Call Souls, Giants' best kicker in years. And he makes it again. We got our kicker. 6'3". We have our kicker, Giants fans. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Indianapolis and Houston does not matter. Cleveland is beating Cincinnati 7-6. That one matters to us. Tennessee and Jacksonville are tied at 7. That one matters to us. The Raiders and Chiefs play later. Arizona and the Rams play later. Arizona's going to lose that game because that actually matters to the Rams, I believe. So nothing really going on here. Atlanta's beating New Orleans 7-0. What are you supposed to do with the Coup jersey? I can't believe they actually sold Coup jerseys. There's the Uber Eats commercial I was talking about. Yeah, thank God we don't get a kicker who gets his foot stuck in the dirt. It's nice just to get the ball away, ain't it? Can we still get the number 1 pick? Yes. If we lose today and the Raiders win, we have the first pick in the draft. That's it. So we got to do our part. And lose. We're going to end up winning this freaking game, man. JD, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Banks kick returner on CB4 next season. Guess who Chris Shula has turned around? The bust Emmanuel Forbes, underrated part of the job he's done in LA. Yeah, he's done a good job in LA. And the other thing is when you have good players around you, when you're on a better team, you tend to be better anyway because there's not as much pressure on you when you're around a bunch of good players and they can make up for mistakes and you play a little bit looser and, carefree and there's not as much pressure when you play better. But I like Chris Shula. That's definitely one of the guys I certainly would not mind being the Giants head coach next year. But yeah, I mean, I agree 100%, man. The Deonte Banks is a kickoff returner next year. Absolutely. Yeah, I think he's good at it. Steve Emmanuel says, I want to win. It's Dallas, damn it. Dallas probably won't play their starters in the second half, Bliss fan. That's my guess. Look at how empty that stadium is. The kickoff is taken to the 30, to the 40, and he should be gone. It is Cavante Turpin to the 30, to the 20, and he is tackled down to the Giants' 11-yard line. Why is 23 standing there like he just did something? This guy actually is the best kickoff returner. Turpin has great speed. That's actually great hustle by the Giants. I thought Turpin was going to take this to the house. I had silent mode on. I forgot. From the 11-yard line, Dak turns and hands it off, and great play. Was that Burns? Nope, that was Chauncey Golston, the former Cowboy, with a beautiful tackle for loss of 3. It'll be second down and 13. I'll tell you what, man, when the Falcons drafted, I did not think Drake London was going to be a really good receiver in the NFL. He is really freaking good. Falcons make some really weird picks, and they end up being really good, but they never win. Like London's been great. Bijan's been great. There's a handoff up the middle. Right up the middle. Touchdown, my boy Blue. And the Cowboys take a 9-6 lead. You my boy Blue. That's the Bobby Okereke, I know. Getting wiped out and not making the tackle. The entire Giants fan says, nice. Look at that hole. My God. My God. So the Giants kick a field goal. The Cowboys get like a 90-yard kick return, and in 2 plays, they punch it in. Snap, spot, extra point good. 10-6 Dallas. Salvatore. Hey, that's a good name. That's my first name. I don't go by my first name, but that is actually my government first name, Salvatore. So I always like to see some fellow Sals, but I mean that's obviously an old name. There's not many Sal. Well, I mean I'm old, but it's named after my grandfather. My guy Donk. Thank you, brother. My God, I love. Oh, he says, "My God, I love this team." Yeah, they're great, aren't they? 9057 says, "I hate." I'm with you, man. I hate it too. I'm not rooting for them to lose, but it won't bother me if they do. It won't bother me if they do. Is eating a lot of red meat? Ask your physician. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I eat it now and again. I don't think it is. I mean, there's probably better things for you, but everything's bad for you. Everything's bad for you. Anything is fine in moderation. That's the way I look at it. Anything's fine in moderation, but they're going to tell you everything's bad for you. So I'd ask your doctor what's best. I don't know you. I don't know what your physical prowess is, how old you are, what kind of medical issues you have, if any. Ask your doctor. I have no idea. I'm in no position to tell you what's good for you and what's not. None. Andrew, thank you. Any running back looks good against this team. Well, that's a fact. I mean, you know. Baddog Brewski's in the house. Hey! It's great. Giants have it at the 35. I missed the kickoff. My bad. That's beautiful. Not satisfied yet. There's a throw out, and Tracy with a loss of 2. It'll be second down and 12. That's beautiful. That reminds you of Bird on Bad Dog's casting couch back in the day. Jerson Fuentes, thank you. He says, if the Giants win somehow, because there's a chance, drop the 7th, I'm not going to be pissed. I can't control it. I won't be happy. I'd rather than pick second, I'd rather than pick first. But I'm not going to be upset. I can't tell these players to tank. I can't tell them not to try. I'm not, one of the players. I can't control it. You know what I mean? I can't control what they do. They're not going to play to lose. No player is going to go, shit, let's go out there and not try. So, James Hudson is in. All right, we got a chance. Wasn't it the game against Dallas that he had 5 penalties in the first drive? Wasn't that game against Dallas? Did we overrate Tracy last year? No, I think Tyrone Tracy's good. I think he's good. I don't think he's overrated at all. I think him and Scat will be a good combo next year. I don't know Jacob Rodriguez. I don't know anything about Jacob Rodriguez. Listen, guys. I don't really start paying attention to the draft until after the year's over. Then I start looking at a lot more things, but I just usually don't. Not so early. I know, like the main guys that the Giants are going to pick. Like I know I pay attention to that type of shit, but like as you get deeper into the draft, I don't really pay attention till the end of the year. I don't really start looking at a lot of that stuff till the end of the year. Andy, thank you, my friend. He says, damn, as a Redskins fan for over 40 years, this season has been really hard to take. I know you feel the same for Big Blue. Let's pray it's better next year. Andy, I always say, I obviously don't like Washington. I've even taught my kid this. I'm like, we don't like Washington. We don't hate them. We hate Dallas and Philadelphia. I cannot wait for it to be the Commanders or Redskins. They are the Redskins. For the Redskins and Giants to be fighting for the division title like it was when I was a kid. I can't wait for it to be us two battling for this division title again. I can't wait for that. Those are good times. I fucking hate the Eagles with a fucking passion. I hate them and I hate the Cowboys. I want Commanders, Giants. Donk, thank you, brother. I was John Mara's DoorDash driver. He gave me some insight on the next hire. Dula, Bulla, or Gruden Tootin. A lot of guys want Gruden because obviously he loves Jackson Dart. It'll be really interesting to see what they do, but I don't think the Giants are going to get a lot of really good candidates. There's some good candidates. Anthony put a bunch of candidates up there on Twitter the other day, and I'm like, I'm good with some of these, and some of them I don't like. The throw, and it's hey, there's the Darius Slayton we know and love. Yay! Nice hands, dude. I've seen better hands than a clock. There's the Darius Slayton we know and love. We're winning that thing, my friend. If we stay at 2, I want us to trade. Oh, they will. They won't stay at 2. Somebody will trade up to get a quarterback. Hey, listen, if we lose this game, we can root for the Raiders today. That pass is caught and breaking a tackle and getting the first down is Darius Slayton. And nobody was over there for the Cowboys, so he caught that one, broke a tackle, and got a first down. The Browns also got a fumble 6. That's that Cowboys defense right there. Nobody came over, and Slayton got a big gain of about 17. Chris is sick, Mary. He's really sick. Otherwise, he'd be doing this game with me, but he is really sick. So the Giants are now, why does this game seem like it's taking forever? The Giants are now in Cowboys territory. They're going to hand off the Singletary. He breaks it over to the right, cuts back. He's at the 40, and he just gets tripped up at about the 37-yard line, a gain of 12. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Giants. The Giants driving again. They've been down inside the Giants. There's Matt Eberflus, of course, of Bears fame. He sucks. It'll be first down and 10 from the 37. Dart out of the gun. 3 wide to his left. He's going to hand it off to Tyrone Tracy, cutting it back to the right. Tracy got about 3 as he pushes it just inside the Cowboys 34. It'll be second down and 7. Slayton is so bad, Dallas doesn't even bother to cover him, I guess. And somebody said the defender fell down, probably because he didn't expect him to catch it. I should do it again this week. I'll put a poll up there to see what you guys are rooting for today. Man in Motion is Hodgins, and Dart throws. That's caught by Bellinger down to the Cowboys 25, a gain of 10 and a first down for the Giants. So the Giants are moving and grooving again. They have gotten down here a couple of times, but they've been unable to punch it into the end zone. Dart is 7 for 13 with 68 yards. Don't want a Q&A. I want a poll. Giants using tempo here. Dart under center. Fake reverse pitch. Throws it out. Well sub screen. Tracy 20, 15. Carrying defenders down to the 10-yard line. It'll be, well, it depends on the spot. You're going to be 1st and 10 just outside the 10 or 1st and goal from at the 10. Let's see. I did this last week. We'll see what you guys and girls think. Was that Fedoni? Oh no, that was Tracy. I forgot about Fedoni too. Dart out of the pistol is going to keep it himself, and Dart cuts back. Dart gets down to the inside the 3. He got tackled, so I'm surprised they don't bring him to the blue tent. 2nd and 2, so the Giants can get a first down without getting a touchdown. I'll be honest, man, right now, so if I'm making a play call over a touchdown, I'm spreading it out wide, and I'm running a quarterback draw with Dart. 5 wide, and I mean, that's not what they're going to do. They're going to hand off here, I would imagine. Bellinger in motion. They're going to hand it off. What a play. Singletary is swallowed up for a loss of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. I hate that play call. I'm spreading it out 5 wide, spreading on the defense, and I'm having Dart just run a straight quarterback draw. I know who 43 is for Dallas. Mannert's totally fucking missed that. What a terrible job by Mannert's. Or a good job, I guess, if you're rooting for a Giants loss. Oh, that was Clowney. That's right. Clowney has been unbelievable. 3rd and 5. Dart out of the gun. He looks. He's in trouble. He's going to escape. He fakes, and he is tackled after a gain of 2. Let's see what the Giants do here. It'll be 4th and 3 from the 4, and it looks like, man, just fucking go for it. Why are you kicking field goals? You're 3 and 13, dude. Just go for it. Exactly, Bliss fan. This exactly. You're 3 and 13. I know Joe Shane wants the Giants to lose, man. 23-yard attempt is good. It is 10-9. Well, we got our kicker. Fun. Oh, God. Just go for this shit. What are we doing? Come on, Kafka. 10-9. I wish this game meant something. You know how fucking fun this would be if this game actually meant something today? Can you imagine this game was for a wild card spot? Can you imagine that shit? Say both of these teams right now were like 10 and 6 or 9 and 7. Can you imagine how fun that shit would be if this game meant something? I wish. Yo, my guy. OGR, how you been, buddy? It's good to see you. My guy, OGR. Well, I've seen a couple guys, Yanni, we got time in OGR Sports. Long time. Hope you're well, brother. Boomer Sooner. Yeah, they fucking pissed me off, dude. What a joke losing to Alabama. The Boomer Sooner, I'll tell you what, they played just like the Giants. Up 17-0. Kicker can't make shit. He's a great kicker, too. Tate Sandell is great. Can't make shit, and they blow the game because John Mateer's ass. As soon as John Mateer threw the pick 6, I knew the game was over. But I hope you're well, buddy. I wish our Giants are better. And of course, I had the pleasure of meeting OGR years ago at that Giants-Jets game. And I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you and the family are doing well. I know your youngsters got to be getting bigger now, as mine is too. So I hope you're doing well. Happy and healthy New Year to you and your family, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Andy, thank you again, my friend. Super Bowl addiction, I'm thinking Broncos Bears. As long as it ain't that disgusting fucking team from Philadelphia, I don't care who makes a Super Bowl. I would like to see teams that have never won in there. I'd like to see the Bills. And who else has never won a Super Bowl? Who else is in there that's the Jags can? Who else? Is there anybody in the NFC playoff picture that's never won a Super Bowl? Every team in the NFC West that's going to make it is in there. The Bears have won one. Yeah, the Jags can't. I mean, the AFC's got a couple, but the NFC, the Vikings aren't making the playoffs, though. I don't think there's a team in the NFC that hasn't won a Super Bowl that's going to make the playoffs. Here's Turpin. He had a huge return the last time. He's at the 20. He is going to go wide. He's at the 25, and he cuts back, and he gets out to about the 32. And that's where Dallas will take over. The Panthers, true. If the Panthers get in, though, like it depends. I forgot what the thing is today. Let me ask you. I saw this quick yesterday. How do the Panthers get in? Do the Saints have to win or lose? Depending on the Saints game, that's the winner of the division. The Panthers aren't going to make it, though, man. No, the Seahawks won. The Seahawks won in MetLife Stadium. And then they should have won the year after, but they didn't run the ball for some stupid reason. Here is a handoff, and Dexter Lawrence immediately meets whoever the hell that is out there now. I can't imagine Dak is playing the second half. JC, thank you, man. Saying the same last game. Fuck it. I don't know why they just don't, brother. They got nothing to lose. Okay. Falcons win, Panthers in, Saints win. Okay, there we go. The Panthers aren't going to go, though. I'm rooting for Buffalo. They're New York. I love Josh Allen. I'm rooting for Buffalo. There's a screen pass, and it's set up well. And that's going to be a first down. Belton could knock it off the. They marked it. They marked him out of bounds right at the sticks. He must have stepped out of bounds there. Great block by Ferguson. Nah, that guy got way past that. I don't know what that official standing at the first down marker for like that. Yeah, no, I know the Bucks won, but still, it depends. The Saints-Falcons game depends on who wins the division. Here we go! Dak turns hands. And breaking up the middle is my boy Blue. And that is out past midfield at a Giants 49. Good run on first down. It'll be second down at about 3. No, Dex is in there. He just made a tackle. Dex is absolutely playing. Can't miss Dex when he's out there. Dex is out there. He's not out there now, but he was definitely out there. I don't think Abdul Carter's out there either. I haven't seen him all day. They're going to turn and hand it off, and maybe getting a yard is Blue. Darius Alexander with a tackle. It'll be third down and about 2. Houston has a really good defense. The Panthers are in if Atlanta wins. Third down and 2. I'm actually surprised Dak's playing. I don't think anybody else is playing for Dallas. Here we go. Dak out of the shotgun. He's going to hand it off, and the big fullback will get the first down. It'll be first and 10, Dallas. Jacksonville's defense is really good, too. There's definitely some really good defenses in the East. Yeah. Oh, Carter is in? Shit, I haven't seen him all game. I see Burns out there. I don't see Carter, though. Where's Abdul Carter? Like, I really haven't seen him much in this game at all. Dak drops back, rolls right, throws, and I don't know who the hell that is, but he was doing his best Darius Slayton imitation as he drops the pass. Would have been a gain of 9. And there he is right there saying, I went to the Darius Slayton School of Catching the Football. CeeDee Lamb is out there. The Cowboys are playing like the Cowboys are running a freaking preseason offense out here. They're going to hand it off. My boy Blue cuts right, and Blue carrying defenders, Dane Belton, for a first down. Alicia, thank you so much. Where's our guy, Chris? He's really sick. Really appreciate it, Alicia. Yeah, I miss doing the game with Chris, but he texted me earlier this morning and he goes, man, I was hoping I feel better today. And he's like, I actually feel worse. So he wasn't able to make it today. He's really under the weather. Otherwise, he'd be here. I mean, if he wasn't really, really sick, he would be doing this game with me. Dak out of the gun, looks, he throws, and that's wide open. Who is that? That is Spanford. Listen, it's bad enough to go deep into the Giants' bag of tricks, but Spanford just right down the seam. And Dak fires a bullet, and the Cowboys have it at the Giants' 11. Alicia, thank you again. Oh, I already got that one. Oh, I don't know if you meant to do that twice, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 1st and 10 of the Giants' 11. Down to 3 seconds on the play clock. Dak gets it off. He's going to hand it off, and our boy Blue gets a yard to the 10. It'll be 2nd and 9. Chris is tanking too. Yeah, Chris said, fuck it. No, he's really sick. From the 10-yard line, Dak out of the pistol. He's going to turn and hand it off. My boy Blue gets to the 7. Very conservative play calling here by Dallas. It'll be 3rd down. Dallas can get a first down without getting a touchdown. 4:20 to go in the half.
Smoke weed every day.
For my smoking crew. 3rd down and 6. Dak drops back, looks left, throws right. Got a man out in the flat. It is the big fullback, and he's all the way down to the Giants. Well, they're going to mark him just inside the 4. It'll be 4th and about a short 2. Dallas is going to go for this. Dallas is going to go for this. Bodo, man, thank you, brother. Dog, why is Trevor Lawrence playing? Is it necessary for playoffs positioning? I don't know. Maybe he's only playing a half. I don't know. I don't know what the seeding is in the AFC, if I'm being honest. There's only a couple of games that matter in the NFC. The Rams game means something, and so does the Panthers game or the Falcons game. Dallas will go for this on 4th down 2. Dak has it. I think they're just trying to draw him off sides for some stupid reason, and they will take a timeout. What are they doing? Burns is hurt. It's a shame. Burns is hurt. Well, he's had a great year. You know what? You probably should just rest him the rest of the game. There's really no reason to bring Brian Burns in there. There's no reason. Oh, right, the Pats because of seeding. That's true. The number 1 overall pick. Well, I guess Dallas is just trying to draw them off sides, but they are going to go for this. What do you draw up here if you're Dallas? You got to get to the Giants 1. It's a long 2. Jacksonville can still get the number 1 seed. Really? They have to have a lot of things go their way. I guess both the Patriots and Bills, or the Patriots and Dak looking, rolling. He's got to throw what he does, and it is knocked away, and the Giants hold him. Oh, there is a flag. There is a flag. That should be pass interference. He was there early. That should be 1st and goal from the 1 for Dallas. That should be a pass interference on the Giants, and let's see if it is. So I guess Denver and New England would have to lose, and Jacksonville will have to win, and they'd get the number 1 pick. Oh, I'm sorry. Take that back. Holding on Dallas. And they will obviously decline it. And it'll be Giants football. The likelihood of getting Tomlin or Harbaugh, not really good. So Peyton's out there. Whoever the hell. I don't even know who the hell these guys are for the Giants. What the hell is going on here? What are the odds of Giants turning over down here? Safety? Let's see what the poll's doing here. So we have, do you want it's 2-1. 67% of fans right now saying they don't want the Giants to win, and 33. It's kind of going back and forth between 66 and 67%. So, like I said, it's like 2-1. 2/3 of the fan base wants to lose, and 1/3 wants to win. Now, of course, there are some guys in here that are not Giants fans, like Eagles fans or Cowboys fans or whatever, that do not want the Giants to lose because it means we get a worse draft pick. So take that with a grain of salt. That's just true. Maybe Russ ought to get some reps. I know, right? Spanky Johnson. Eric, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Trade for Brian Thomas Jr., sign Stefanski, and trade back in the 1st. Thanks for making it a good season, at least to watch you guys. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I don't know why the Jags would ever get rid of him. Honestly, I don't want Stefanski. I don't want Stefanski. I don't want him. But I don't get to choose. That's not my first pick. Again, my first pick's McCarthy, and I know that's not a popular thing or a sexy thing. I just feel like the Giants they got to get back to basics, and I just feel like that will just ground everything. I think McCarthy is just a guy that just brings a status quo to the Giants, and I feel like they need that. I just feel like they need a guy that's been there, that's won, that knows how to win regular season games. Because we don't know how to do that. Giants take over their own 4, and the Cowboys jump off sides, and then I'll give the Giants a free 5 yards. Bono, ex-wife asks how big. I said it's a long 2. So free 5 yards for the Giants. The second half is going to be interesting to see exactly who the hell plays. Dak won't play. I will say this. If the Giants do win this game, there are going to be a lot of fucking mad Giants fans. I can tell you that. There's a handoff, and Singletary cuts it back, and a good run for Devin all the way out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 13 on 1st and 5. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Giants. The Giants have run the football very well this entire year. They marked them just short of the 22. Dart out of the gun could be the last play before the 2-minute warning, and it will be, as Dart's going to keep it on the RPO at the 25. And hey, good job by Jackson Dart. Slid down and avoided the hit. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be second down and about 5. Two-minute warning in the first half. Giants started with the football. MacArthur doesn't know how to win, though. He knows how to win regular season. I know you meant McCarthy. He definitely knows how to win regular season games. He does know how to win. You know, that narrative of McCarthy can't win to the playoffs, I don't give a fuck. We don't get to the playoffs. We're not close to the playoffs. We're not close. So to sit here and be greedy like he can't win a Super Bowl, I don't give a fuck about that right now. I want a coach that knows how to win 11 games in a regular season. I want a coach that knows how to get to the postseason. We're not close enough to sit here and go, I don't want that guy because he doesn't know how to win in the playoffs. We don't know how to fucking win in September, October, November. We don't know how the hell to win. We don't know how to win until we don't want to win, or we shouldn't win. That's the Giants know how to win when we shouldn't. The Giants know how to win to mess up our draft position in late December. I want a guy that knows how to win in September, October, November. So when we're playing these games right now, they actually matter. I need that first. You need to learn how to walk before you can run. So you get a guy in here that knows how to win 10, 11, 12 games and get into the postseason. And then if you do that a couple, 3 years in a row, and you don't, then you look for another coach. But we have to learn how to win in the fall. We have to learn how to win in the regular season. We have to learn how to get into the postseason. We need that first. That's why I like Mike McCarthy. Not because I think he's Andy Reid. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl? How many coaches in the league right now, outside of Andy Reid, have won 2 Super Bowls? Maybe there is a guy, but I can't think of him offhand. Andy, thank you. He says, a serious question, would you take Tony Dungy? No, I think Tony Dungy's been out of the game way too long. And I don't think Tony Dungy wants to coach anymore. The only guy that I would really consider that's been out of the game a long time is John Gruden. That's the one guy that I would consider that's been out of the game a long time. Other than that, I'd rather have a guy that's kind of been there. But Dungy's not a guy that I'd be looking forward to doing. Nuggets, thank you. We know how to win weeks. Exactly. We're good at week 17. We're good at week 17 when we're 2 and 13. The Giants have it at their own 26. First down and 10. Second and 5. Dart looks, throws, and that's a incomplete pass. Not a good toss by Jackson Dart. One thing Dart's got to do, he definitely has to work on his accuracy. He is not the most accurate quarterback. He has to work on his footwork. He has a tendency to throw flat-footed and the ball will sail, and you certainly don't get anything on it when you throw deep. He has things to work on. Jackson Dart is not close to being perfect. He needs to get better. But I do like his game a lot. But he's got things to work on. There's no question. Third down and 5. Dart, a 3-man rush. He looks, he throws, and that was a dart to Gunnar Olszewski, and that's a first down for the Giants. Now they could probably pick up the pace a little bit. Dire Giants fan says, how about winning games and it matters, not this shit? Facts. Bob, thank you. I just don't understand the disrespect for McCarthy. I don't either. Dart drops back. Look, he had a guy right there. That's going to be a hold on the Giants anyway. Cowboys will decline that as Dart was sacked for a 4-yard loss. I can't say his freaking name. But he just go personal foul? Is this on Dallas? They're the same personal foul here. The McCarthy thing is because they say he doesn't win in the playoffs, and I get it. He's had really good teams, and he's probably underachieved, especially in Green Bay. But we need a guy that can win football games to get us into the postseason. We got to get to the postseason first. What am I looking at here? Is there a hands and a face against Dallas? That's the only thing I can think of. Because it didn't look like a hold. That might be hands and a face. I don't know what the penalty is. What are we doing? I'm watching replays. What's the call? What the fuck is the call? Anybody? It's on the Giants. It's a personal foul. It's 1st and 25. From the 22 now, the Giants just hand the ball off at this point. You don't want Dallas to get the ball back. And that's exactly what the Giants will do. And it's Singletary, and he'll get out to the 26. Sorry, that's Tracy. Dallas will take their second timeout. Just run it again. Just run it twice. Saints are going to get on the board. Tyler Shuck is going to take it in. Of course, Tyler Shuck all of a sudden has blown right to the top of the Rookie of the Year leaderboard, and he will win Offensive Rookie of the Year again, it's recency bias. Jackson Dart started off really hot, has definitely cooled off here since Dable was fired, and Shuck has really caught fire, and he will win Rookie of the Year. I'll tell you what, Shuck is a lot better than I thought he was going to be. A lot better than I thought he was going to be. Of course, he has Chris Olave. I would love to know what it's like to have a Chris Olave on the Giants. I mean, we have Malik Neighbors, but he didn't play with Dart. Hand it off again. 2nd and 22. Just hand the ball off. There's no reason for Dart to take a hit, and they're going to throw it, and it's a quick pass behind the line of scrimmage. Singletary makes one man miss. He stays in bounds. They're going to definitely blow that dead. Singletary. And a stupid penalty by the Cowboys as they throw Singletary down out of bounds late. That'll be a personal foul and a first down for the Giants. What a fucking boneheaded play by Kenneth Murray. What are you doing? So the Giants have new life. What are you doing? What are you doing? Whistle stop there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and then you fucking push them. What are you doing? The Giants have it all the way out of their own 46 now, and they got plenty of time. 1:12 and 2 timeouts. Dart looks, throws, and that's caught by Gunner, and that's an 8-yard gain, and he's out of bounds. Giants are going to score a touchdown here, guys. The Giants are going to win this game. I'm telling you right now. They're going to win this game, and they're going to be picking 7th in the draft. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Jesus. 2nd down and 2. Cleveland's up on Cincinnati 14-6. Jacksonville's beating Tennessee 21-7. Dart looks, throws, caught, Gunner all the way down to the Cowboy 22, and the Giants are in prime position again. They will have the lead at least at halftime. Actually, they marked him at the 23. 46 seconds ago, clock running. Dart drops back, looks, throws out in the flat to Tracy. He will get out of bounds after a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Dire Giants fan says, from the 1st to the 7th, yeah, makes sense. Shake my fucking head. Giants are just fucking stupid. Gunner says, don't worry, you're going to get it. I don't even give a shit anymore. The Giants are so fucking dumb. It's just unbelievable, man. They're just really stupid. They're just so stupid. They're so stupid. Of course, I mean, Kenneth Murray committing a foul. That's the dumbest shit you can do. And we have it's a full start against the Giants, so that'll back him up 5 yards. The fact they've considered keeping Shane, yeah, that's true. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the Cowboys 27. Dart, empty backfield out of the shotgun. He drops back. He looks left. He rolls left. He fakes, and he'll run out of bounds. He should have thrown that away. That's a rookie mistake. He lost 3 yards or 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 16. He should have thrown that away. You got to know where you are on the field, and you got to understand you can't take a loss there. JC, thank you. Olszewski has better hands than Slayton. Yeah, Olszewski's better than Slayton. I think he is. I think he's better. It'll be a 46-yard field goal from here. Dart has it at the Dallas 29. Drops back the pass. Dallas comes to the blitz, and Dart flips it out. Oh, what a catch by Bellinger. He's got it. Bellinger's going to go. Oh, what a play by Dart. Touchdown, Giants, as they will fuck up their draft pick. What a play by Dart, and a better play by Bellinger. 3rd down and 16. It completely falls apart for Dallas. And the Cowboys say, fuck it, go right in. We want you to fuck up your draft pick. We don't give a shit about this game. You're stupid enough to take it. We're stupid. We're going to give it to you. How's the hell of a catch by Bellinger? This is exactly it. Winning when it doesn't matter. That's the Giants, baby. That's what they do. They want to fuck up their pick. 6. Why didn't they go for 2? 16-10 Giants. Unbelievable. Well, let's get the pulse of X here right now. I'd like to find out. I like to get the pulse of X if possible. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, links in the description. You should. I'm pretty funny on there. I'm pretty funny on Twitter. Plus, I'm trying to get to 12,000 followers, man. I'm close, but I keep going up and down. Just curious. Just curious how they feel. It means nothing. That's true. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. So I've got as high as 12. I'm at like 11,000. I was at 11,986. And then all of a sudden, Twitter does some fucking thing where they just wipe everybody off. And now I'm down to like 11,969. Because either people lose their account or whatever. Like I can only see people that follow and unfollow. Well, not people, but I can see how many followers and unfollowers I get every day in the analytics. And it's not like I'm getting any unfollows. Just Twitter just decides to take people's chat away. Bob, think Jerry Jones runs it? No, of course not. Of course not. You think Kenneth Murray did that by accident? Nah, they're going to win, man. They're going to win. Worst draft pick, Shane coming back, won't get the best. Yep, that's all of that. All of that is true. Your draft pick's going to drop from 2nd to 7th, so you're getting no draft capital. Shane's going to come back and say we won the last 2 games of the year, even though none of them fucking mattered whatsoever. You're not going to extend him. You're going to get a terrible head coach, and we will be right here again in 2027. January of 2027, Giants fans, we will be right here again. One thing I will say, fucking Bellinger better come back on his team. Daniel Bellinger does not get enough damn credit. He is a good tight end. I want Bellinger back. Tripping, and there's a flag. So Dallas will just down this, and Dallas will go into the locker room down 16-10. Dak Prescott will not play the second half, but Dallas will start with the ball in the second half. Corey, thank you, my friend. He says, Giants find ways to fuck up for meaningless wins. Can't make it up. Yay, football! Cheers. Crazy, ain't it? Giants don't win games until they're not supposed to. Oh, but it's culture wins, right? Because that culture win against Indianapolis, week 17 last year, that really translated to this year, right? That really carried over into this year. Because that win meant so much last year that it carried right over to this year, and the Giants are having a bang-up season. Oh, no, wait a minute. That didn't happen. Stupid. Fucking dumb. Win games when they fucking matter. Giants are the best at winning games when they don't matter. Super Anthony, thank you, brother. Theo Johnson, addition by subtraction. I'd rather have Belly. I like Belly. Rich Rod. Yeah, I don't think Dak's playing the second half. I'll be shocked. And even if he does, the Cowboys aren't trying to win this game. You watching the way they're playing? They haven't taken one shot deep. They haven't tried to get CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens going at all. They're not. The Cowboys are not trying to win this fucking game. Not trying to win this game at all. By the way, I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper, guys and girls. Check out Sleeper. It is the fastest growing app out there. Almost 11 million people use the Sleeper app. Check it out. If you're like me, man, and you really struggle picking against the spread, because I do, play Sleeper. They have daily fantasy contests, college football, college basketball, NBA, and a lot more. Plus, you can do over on stats and prop bets, which are my favorite things to do without question. Check out Sleeper. It only takes about 30 seconds to make an entry. You can do them for as little as $1 an entry, and you're going up to 1,000 times your cash. 2 really good promotions. Click the link in the description. Enter the promo code BADDOG, BADDOG, on your first deposit. They'll give you a 100% match deposit up to $100. I always say just take $10, right? Take $10, throw it in the Sleeper account. Use the promo code BADDOG, get $20. You can spend $10 on a shitty meal at Taco Bell, or you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. So you can win up to 1,000 times cash. That means you can buy 1,000 shitty Taco Bell meals. $10. Throw $10 in it. What the hell? And hey, if you don't have a Sleeper account and you want to try it out for free, yeah, that's even better. You just got to click the link in the description, open a brand new Sleeper account, and they give you $20 for nothing just for trying it out. So click the link, open a brand new account, and they give you $20. No deposit, no credit card, no debit card required. Just terms and conditions apply. Have fun, win some cash. Check out Sleep. Like I said, throw $10 in it. $10. What the fuck's $10? Nothing. Giants suck, by the way. Bodo, Jacksonville's kicker, just made a 67-yarder. Didn't he do that earlier in the year? Didn't he make a 67-yarder earlier in the year? Let me go. I'm going to go pee really quick, guys and girls. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be right back. Put some money in Sleeper. The shit's fun, I'm telling you. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, this is exactly it. Edward says, I'm not mad. Hole in my mouth. Edward says, I'm not mad that my team's winning. What I'm mad at is how come they can't do it all year instead of when that's the problem. This is the problem. Fucking win when it matters. Not when you're fucking up your draft pick. Not when you're fucking up your draft pick. So stupid. Such a fucking the Giants are such an ass backwards organization. Let me read some of the comments on Twitter here. I put there, I said, how do Giants fans, how do we feel about the Giants fucking up a high draft pick and drafting 7th, winning games and they don't matter? Got my quarterback that's all I care about. A good coach fixes this team. It's because Dart's going as a quarterback. It's worth it. Okay. He makes a year or two jump. Yeah, but he makes a year or two jump or whatever. Love Dart, but this is how I feel. Yeah, just pain everywhere. It always reminds us of the Chase Young Bowl and how that turned out for us. No, it doesn't. Cowboys just let Bellinger leisurely just they did. There was an illegal man downfield. Don't worry, the Giants D's still out there. They know the assignment. And if those are ruthless business and our team isn't ruthless enough, there's no reason they shouldn't have tanked. Every single year with these meaningless culture wins that obviously don't carry over to the next season. That's the way I feel. A Cowboys fan says we need y'all to win. Yep. Oh, that's a fact. The only thing I'll tolerate is Jackson Dart bowling out on the last play. Belly, that was sick, but I don't want them winning. If they're just a field goal game to victory, just at that point, just lose. Someone says it makes me laugh at this point. They deserve it. Such a dumb franchise can't get out of its own way. I want to beat the Cowboys. I don't care about the draft pick. The fuck we draft 7th. It's 210. Top 10, I think they meant. Still drafting a great player. They play to win. Don't like it. Tough shit. Go root for the fucking Cowpukes or Eagles. Okay. I fucking unintentionally called it joking with one of my friends. Someone says horrible. I'm so furious. I'm over the draft pick stuff. I just can't have the mentality of rooting for my team to lose. I don't want the feeling. Somebody said, hate it, such bullshit. So it's like kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed. It's kind of mixed. Why would somebody fucking copy exactly what I said? But yeah, it's just, it's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Evan, thank you. I hate Joe Shane and his stupid smile. Get used to it, buddy. Illusion says, aside from everything, can we please keep this? I agree. The kicker needs to stay. I 100% agree on that. 100% agree on that. I 100% agree on that. Let's see. We're going to do this, though. Got to do it. The funny thing is, I think a lot of these Giants fans are like, you win the game, you don't fucking root for them to lose. I think a lot of those fans, not all of them, but I think a lot of those fans, they're gonna be pissed off when they keep Joe Shane. Like that's what's gonna be funny. Is those are the same fans that are gonna get mad when they go, why the fuck did they keep Joe Shane? Well, because they won their last 2 games and now you got Joe Shane. I mean, what do you expect? The same people that are saying the Giants, you can't root for the Giants to lose, and then they're going to get mad when they go, yeah, we're keeping Joe Shane. I mean, you can't have it both ways, and that's the thing. So, they're gonna keep their. They're going to keep their GM, you can't get mad at it. Can't get mad at that when they keep Joe Shane now. Cruzon says, I like Shane, and so do the owners. No, the owners are the only thing that matters. I like Joe Shane too. I like Joe Shane. But I feel like it's best for the organization to get rid of him. But I do like Joe Shane. I mean, I'm not one of these guys that doesn't like him. But I mean, if like I said, and I'm going to keep saying it, if you're keeping him, you better give him an extension. You better give him an extension. You have to. You can't go in as a lame duck GM. You got to give him an extension. Got to. Absolutely have to give him an extension. I don't think they're going to, we'll see. Wandale's going to command about $18 million a year. I don't know if I want to give that to Wandale. I don't know if the Giants can afford to give that to Wandale. You know, who would be a better, I'm sure there's a lot of people in this chat that'll give you a better GM than Joe Shane. Again, I'm not even down on Joe Shane, but you better extend him. You better give him something. But there's a lot there. They'll pick a lot of people. Wandale's a bum. Explain. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but let me know why Wandale's a bum. 1957 says, remember, there is still time for the defensive boys. The problem is we don't have Shane Bowen anymore. Like, if we had Shane Bowen right now, I would feel like we got a chance. Maybe your GM could hire Jerry Jones, your GM. No. Could replace Wandale. Really? Name a guy. Name a guy coming out of college is going to give you 1,000 yards. Just this type of shit, these type of comments, just saying shit to say shit. Just saying shit to say shit. I just want to know who's coming out of college in the 4th round that you're going to get 1,000-yard receiver. Evan says, John, I'm not even advocating for keeping Wandale Robinson. I just don't understand the Wandale Robinson slander. He's been our most consistent and our best receiver all freaking year, and he obviously has a really good rapport with Jackson Dart. So I just don't know how he's a bum or how you replace his productivity with a 4th-round receiver. Evan says, give Shane a 10-year extension. He found a kicker. Yeah, finding the kicker alone gives Joe Shane an extension, right? Boomer Sooner says, I can't believe people would rather win 4 games than pick higher in the draft. That's how you stay in purgatory like we have. Morons. I'm not going to call anybody a moron for wanting to win. I don't really care. People can fan however they want to fan. I'm not going to tell somebody what they should root for. It's not my place to, but I'm looking at, you have the number 2 pick in the draft. Somebody's going to trade up to get a quarterback. You have an opportunity to, I'm still waiting for that guy to respond why Wandale's a bum. I just want to hear why he's a bum. No response. I love those comments. Just give me a reason why he's a bum. You're entitled to your opinion, but give me a reason why he's a bum. I don't want to give Wandale Robinson $18 or $20 million. I don't think he's worth it, but I'm not going to say he's a bum. When did I ever say I could predict the future? Never said I could predict the future. Never said that. When the fuck did I ever say I could predict the future? No, I agree. I'm not paying Wandale that much. But I'm not going to say he's a bum. Especially when you look at the other receivers on his team. He's going to get more, though, because, again, cap goes up, and who else is available out there? He's a perfect guy for the Kansas City Chiefs, Washington Commanders. Perfect guy. He's a perfect guy for them. Dak's benched. Yeah, I knew that. CD's benched. Cowboys have their backups in the game, guys. So you made no sense. You just told me that Wandale's productivity can be replaced by a third or fourth round wide receiver. And then you say Jordan Tyson and Carnell Tate, who are like top 5 prospects. Those two guys are top 5, top 10 prospects. You can be replaced by a third or fourth round wide receiver, Jordan Tyson and Carnell Tate. Afavuza says, what's up with these ads live game? I have no idea. I don't use ads, so I don't know what YouTube's doing. Especially with StreamYard, they should never play. They should never play live stream. I'm using StreamYard. I'm not even using YouTube Studio. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Well, anyway, Dallas starts it at their own 11. I missed that somehow. I don't know who the hell their quarterback is, but there is a handoff, and that's a loss of 2. Giants starters are still out there, just so you know. Cowboys starters are not. Giants lead 16-10. It's gonna be fun to watch, to read the comments on Twitter and like YouTube after the Giants win this game and fall to 7th in the draft. Dallas has it at their own 9-yard line. And Burns with a huge tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 16. Anthony says, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think Dallas is trying to win the game. No, they're definitely not. They never tried to win this game at all. Never. They never tried. Boomer Sooner says, wanting to win this game rather than caring about draft position is like saying, give up Carter or Neighbors for one additional win. Even Dak's laughing. He knows this shit's over. They're in 16. I don't know who Dallas's quarterback is, and he's just going to get out of the end zone, and he's at the 10, and he gets down to the 19. And Dane Belton celebrates as the Giants will force a punt. And again, one of these things with the Giants is, people say culture wins. It did not translate to this year. They had their culture win week 17 against Indianapolis last year. And again, this year, they were also 2-13 going to the draft. So you might end up missing on all your guys now. You might end up missing on Downs, Tyson. Carnell Tate and Arvell Reese. You might end up missing all of them by falling back to 7th. That is a great punt. Garner's going to field it all the way back at his own 17, turns corner at the 25 to the 30, cuts it back and gets a great return out to the 39. The Giants will have good field position as they get their first possession of the third quarter. Giants lead the Cowboys 16-10, and for the first time in almost a decade, they will beat Dak Prescott. Dire Giants fans says a masochist wants the Giants to win in these meaningless games. MetLife Stadium says we'll still be at, well, you don't know. If you're drafting 7th, you don't know. We'll see. I don't know. At this point, man, I really don't fucking care. The Giants have beat the fucking soul out of me for years. Like I said, I don't really give a shit what they do this entire offseason. They're going to lose again next year. They'll have another shitty year. And we'll be here same time, same channel, just 1 year in advance. It'll be Groundhog Day. We'll be fucking sitting here week 18 winning a meaningless game that drops them back in the draft. That's exactly where we'll be next year. That's exactly where they'll be. So it is what it is. Like I said, man, for me, I'm fucking old. I've seen them win 4 Super Bowls. I mean, they're Cowboy fans. You have to be really, really old to have seen. You have to be at least 10 years old, probably before I was born, to remember them winning 4 Super Bowls. Because you'd have to go back to 77. And if you're 5 years old, you don't remember them winning in 77. So you have to be in your middle to upper 50s to have seen the Cowboys win 4. I've seen them win 4 Super Bowls. Patriots fans have seen their team win 4 Super Bowls. Other Niner fans have probably seen it. Steelers fans, maybe. They also have to be really old. So, I mean, I've seen it, but I don't expect to see it anytime soon. The Giants are just such a dysfunctional organization. I mean, everything is just so out of whack with this organization. They just don't know what they're doing. So, like I said, the Giants starters are still in there. They are trying to win. MetLife Stadium says, doesn't matter who we draft, we don't get better. That's true, too. Kuzan says, 2nd to probably 7th is depressing. It's going to be depressing for a lot of people. It's going to be depressing for a lot of people. Some people will like it, but like I said, I don't really give a shit. The Giants don't know what it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Dart's going to play action pass. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to take off with it, and he slides. He's gotten better at that, which is a good thing. And there's a flag, a late flag. I don't know if that'll be Dart and Wilson having words. That may be a late hit on Dallas. It also may be a hold on the Giants. Let's see what we got. Personal foul on Dallas, 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down, Giants in Dallas territory. One thing I like about Dart, he slides down. He did get hit in the head there. I'm surprised he's not in the blue tent. He did get hit in the head. He did slide down and got hit. One thing I like about that, though, they're actually calling personal fouls like against other teams on Dart. They didn't do that shit for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones never got a personal foul flag. I swear to God. They do it all the time for Dart. So that's a good sign for the scripted NFL that our quarterback's getting these calls. Out of the pistol, he's going to give it off to Tracy. Jumps, hurdles a defender, makes a man miss all the way down to the 30 and out of bounds at the 27. The Giants looking for 6 more. He hurdled a man, and Tracy making men miss. Good gain of 12. Now, they're showing Tracy's first 7 games of the year. Well, Scatterbo also had a reason for his lack of production there. It is 1st and 10 for the Dallas 27. Dart under center. Offset eye. Play action pass. Dart has time. Flips it out. There's going to be a flag. I don't know what it is. Tracy makes the catch. Carries the defender down to the Dallas 20. It'll be at a gain of 7, but we'll check the flag. We're in that the season the illegal shift against the Giants. I don't believe that tiebreakers matter when it comes to head-to-head battles. I think the only tiebreaker that matters in the draft selection is strength of schedule. And if you have a higher strength of schedule, you lose the tiebreaker. I'm pretty sure it's just strength of schedule. That's it. Depends on whose strength of schedule was higher. From the 32 now, 1st down at 15. Dart out of the shotgun. Bellinger in motion, wide left. Dart drops back, looks that way, throws that way. He's got Gunner, who's wide open and gets all the yardage back. Depending on the spot, it's either a 1st down or just short. And the Giants move the chains. Just sat down in the zone. Dart fired a little pea shooter right in there. First down and 10 from the Dallas 17. Dart turns, hands it off. It's Tracy cutting back to the right, makes a man miss, and gets down to the 13. It'll be a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Really good drive here by the Giants. Gunner replaced Hyatt? I don't know what Gunner replaced. From the 13, Dart, play action pass, looks, throws, and that should be a flag. I thought Hodgins was getting held there. They don't call it. Dart's got to put a little bit more air under this. Actually, I don't know what that actually looked like a good throw. What the hell is Hodgins doing? He wasn't even looking for the ball. Third down and 6. Dart looks, throws, touchdown Giants. It's Tyrone Tracy. And the Giants go up 22-10. We'll see if they go for 2. Yep, Jackson Dart will be 1-0. Jackson Dart is undefeated against the Cowboys. And we have a little skirmish. Yeah, of course, James Hudson's in on it. You know that. And they're really getting into it here, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. This is a real freaking screw. Now we got more flags. More flags! Imagine this game actually fucking meant something. Greg Van Roten in the middle of that. He was pissed. Dorgunner, I don't even give a shit, bro. Dorgunner, do you really think it matters if the Giants draft 2nd or 7th? No, Hyatt didn't play today. Do you really think it matters? It doesn't matter. That was crazy. I don't know what the hell happened after that. So, again, the Giants are going to be picking 6 or 7 in a draft, and you're going to get Joe Shane back. So, like I said, if you're a Joe Shane fan, you'll be very happy. But I guarantee you most of these fans that were hoping the Giants won this game will be like, what the fuck is Joe Shane doing back? Well, I mean, that's why he's back. That's why he's back. You're going to get Joe Shane back. I guess it was a late hit there on Dart. Oh, they shoved Bo to the ground. I don't know what the hell is going on. So one of the Cowboys just got thrown out of the game. The rookie, however the hell you say that, he got thrown out of the game for ripping Van Roten's helmet off. That's crazy. IGT says Giants are bringing Giants are bringing back Dable and a stunner. B says, historically bad season. Had the first pick a week ago just to finish with the 7th pick. Fuck this. Hey, listen, man, I'm not going to. Like I saw somebody say, Giants fans rooting for a loss or morons. How are you going to tell somebody else how are you going to tell somebody else how to fan? If people want to tank, understand their perspective, and vice versa. If people want to win, Understand their perspective, but don't be like, you're a moron, you're not a real fan. Don't tell anybody who's a real, who the fuck gives these people the right to be the fan police? Let people fan the way they want to fan. You don't need to agree with it, but shit, let them have their opinion. Here is Tracy and this, and Tracy throws a 2-point conversion, and I can't believe Slayton actually held on to the ball. So the Giants go up. What a trick play that was. Tracy out of the Wildcat, the fake end around to Dart. And then he finds Slayton for the 2-point conversion. Look at Kafka saying, give me my head coaching job. That's what the Giants will do. The Giants will bring Kafka back as the head coach next year. Watch. You're gonna get Joe Shane and Mike Kafka back here as your head coach and your GM. Super Anthony, man, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. He says, sending this as thanks for the hard work and sacrifice. I know it's not easy. You made this year more enjoyable for me. I understand wanting better draft position, but hope you can enjoy this for what it is, seeing Dart's growth and development. I really appreciate that, brother. Yes, it has been a very tough season, and it never gets easy because, again, you have to deal with the entire fan base, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But it is what it is, man. I would have rather seen the Giants pick second, but shit, they're going to pick seventh. And there's nothing we can do about it. But my point is, like I said, I don't care where they're picking. And I don't give a fuck. I told you, I don't care if they pick second. I don't care if they pick seventh. I don't care if they pick fourth. I don't care who their head coach is. I don't care who their GM is. I don't give a fuck who they draft. I don't care who they sign in free agency. I will not have any optimism going into next year until the Giants actually show me that they can win these games in September and October. And when they get to this point in the year, that they're actually playing for something besides draft position, I will not believe they're ever going to turn it around. They will not get me next year. So I don't really care. It's not, I'm going to pick them to win 4 games again next year. I don't believe this. I believe the Giants are an incredibly incompetent organization. I don't believe they have any fucking clue what they're doing. And the reason is you cannot be bad for 15 fucking straight years. Well, obviously they've had a couple blips. Since 2017, you can't be the worst team in football. You can't be one of the only teams with 100 losses in a 10-year fucking span or an 8-year span and think you got your shit together. They're clueless. They're completely clueless. They just don't know. It's one thing to be in purgatory like Dallas is, where they're kind of middle of the pack every year, and they don't really get better, and they don't really get worse, but they make the playoffs, or they just miss the playoffs, or they're competitive. It's one thing to be in purgatory like that. It's another thing to be in purgatory every fucking year where you're picking between, 3rd and 7th in the draft. And every year, that's where we are. It doesn't matter where we pick. It doesn't matter if we pick second. It doesn't matter if we pick 3rd, 6th. Nice coverage there by the Giants. Cowboys 11-12. None of it matters. They don't know what they're doing. It's a bad organization. It's a terrible football team. Like I said, I don't give a shit where we're picking. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care. They will not be good next year again. Because they're going to bring back the same. McDonald's going to be back. Chris Merrill's going to be back. Joe Shane's going to be back. You hope you get good coaching, but I guarantee you they don't hire the right coach. It will be a guy like Kevin Stefanski. It will be a guy like Joe Brady. Watch. There's a pass down the middle, and that's a fucking, what was that? Who is the Dallas Cowboys quarterback anyway? I don't even know. There's Joe Shane. He will be back next year. So get a good look at him. Get a good look at that right there, because you're going to see that all next year. Connor says Van Roten is pissed that they're letting us win. Maybe he is. He won't be back next year. Boomer Sooner says, congrats to the 4-win crew. Yep, another year of 4 wins. Ryan says, fans acting like we beat the Cowboys. No, we beat the backups, and they're laughing at us for losing the 2nd pick. And floats out. Nice catch by Ferguson, and he gets pulled forward after a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. They rather lose than help us. like I said, I have no faith the Giants will do the right thing anyway. B-Duck says, fuck it, I'm going to enjoy the win for what it is. That's all you can do. Can't control what they do. But I understand, like I said, I understand both aspects. I understand not wanting to lose at Dallas. Who the fuck everyone this will go down as a victory against Dak. And the Giants haven't beat Dak since 2016. So, and Jackson Dart's 1-0 against Dallas. You can do all that stuff. You can do all those mental gymnastics. But again, man, none of it matters. The only thing that's going to matter is what the Giants do in the offseason. They got to get the first thing you got to do is get the coaching search right. They're at 5 for Dallas, and that's wide open, and that's probably a flag, I would guess, on the Cowboys. I don't know how you get that open. As Flournoy makes the catch. Timon Fox is in there for the Giants. Illegal contact against the Giants. Chris B says, hey, finally beat Keontae Banks, of course. Hey, finally beat Dak for a half. Progress. Yeah, they did beat Dak. Toasty says, not saying it doesn't suck from going to 2nd to 7th. Remember 2004, Eli beat Dallas and tanked the pick. At least Dart will know he beat division rivals. Like I said, to me, brother, draft pick doesn't mean shit. Draft pick be damned. They got to get the coach right. They got to get the coach right. Here's Alfred Blue, and he is tackled for a 3-yard loss by whoever the hell that is. It's not Nacho. We have so many hyphenated names on this team. But yeah, they got to get the coaching staff, the coaching search right. Jonathan says, winning builds culture. Good job by Kafka. I know it definitely built the win against Indianapolis last year. It definitely built the culture going into this year because the Giants had a really great season. It definitely carried over to this year. 2nd and 13. What the hell is that throw? Nate says, in this situation right now, Shane has to stay. We surely have scouted OGM, ATM, and we'd be so behind the head coaching search. Then we have to settle for a bum. You're going to have to settle for a bum anyway. There's Abdul Carter laying the lumber. So he is in there. Cruzon says, let's try to get Caleb Downs or Jordan Tyson 7th. Hopefully one of those guys is still there. Hopefully. Imagine Joe Shane trades up in the draft. Here's a screen pass out in the flat to Flournoy, and he will get floored after a gain of 4. It'll be 4th down and about 9. Dallas left the punt. Bryant says, as a Dallas fan, love the G-men are winning. Helps our draft position, worsens theirs. Draft pick doesn't matter for the Giants. Maybe it matters for you guys. I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter for the Giants. They got to get the head coaching candidate right. Aubrey's going to attempt a, how long is this? 57-yarder? He's been off recently, and since this doesn't matter, he'll miss. And he did. You know, isn't it fucking amazing when this asshole had to make the kick or had to miss the kick for the Giants to win from 60 yards? He don't miss. In this game, which doesn't mean jack shit, of course he doesn't make it. Tell me this fucking shit ain't scripted. Bono says, don't forget some people are playing for bonuses. I know. You're not going to tell the players to tank. You're not going to tell the players to tank. That's incredible, ain't it? If that was to win the game, of course he makes it. Crazy. Larry, how long is this? That's what she said. What happened to why is this ESPN scoreboard not updating? Oh, he missed it. Oh, shit, that's right. Jesus, God, there's still 6 minutes ago in this. How long is this game? By the way, want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the stream, guys and girls. Check out Sleeper, the fastest growing app out there. Almost 11 million people use the Sleeper app. They have daily fantasy contests, college football, college basketball, NBA. So much more. You can also do over-under on stats and play prop bets, which are my favorite thing to do because I'm not good at picking against the spread. So they have they have a couple really great promotions going right now. You can make entries within 30 seconds. You can do them for as little as $1 an entry, and you're going up to 1,000 times your cash. 2 promotions. Click the link in the description. Enter the promo code BADDOG, BADDOG, on your first deposit. They will give you a 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. Just use the promo code. And like I said, take $10. Try it out. You got nothing to lose. You got $10. You can go get a really shitty meal at Taco Bell for $10. Like fast food is $10 for a freaking meal. That's insane. Or you can win up to 1,000 times your cash. $10, which gives you 20, and you can try it out and have a good time. Why not? It's $10. Who cares? But hey, if you don't have a Sleeper account and you want to try it out for free, click the link in the description. Open a brand new Sleeper account. They're giving you $20 just for opening a Sleeper account. You don't need to make a deposit. You don't need a credit or debit card. Nothing. You just have to click the link and open a brand new Sleeper account, and they give you $20 to try it out. Terms and conditions apply. Have fun. Win up to 1,000 times cash and test your football knowledge. Sleeper. CJ says, why can't our defense blow the game as usual? Because Shane Bowen's not there anymore. And because Dallas has all their backups in. Dart drops back, goes out in the flats. Tracy's got a lot of room, and he will get 9 yards on first down. It'll be second down and 1. Dart, Giants fan, says, Giants should just play every game like it doesn't matter. We'll be Super Bowl champions. That's true. That's true. Unfortunately, Giants fans, they don't start playing like this till, like I said, they're completely in the tank. Ped says, with our luck, we will win and the Raiders will win. Yeah, right. I don't think the Raiders are going to win. Here's Tracy, big hole, 8-yard gain, first down Giants. Moose Johnston out there. Boy, I fucking hated him. I hated all those Cowboys back then. From the 35, Dart with the play action, steps up in the pocket. He'll run. He almost lost the ball. He got it back, and he recovers his own fumble. It'll be second down and 11. It's just funny that Aubrey missed that field goal. It's just funny. It's just funny. I think it's funny that he missed the kick. Giants have it at the 35. Dart under pressure, got it out. What a catch by Tracy. Makes a man miss, gets to the 30, cuts it back, breaking tackles, and he'll get a first down. He lost the ball after the play was over. They do not say the play was over. They give the ball to Dallas. Clowney recovers the fumble. Jadeveon Clowney's my age, and he's playing for a contract here. I thought he was down. I thought Tracy was down. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought Tracy was down. Hell of a grab by Tracy. Let's see. Runs into a crowd here, and no, that ball is out. That ball is out. I thought they might have blown forward progress stuff. It will be Dallas football as they thwart the Giants' attempt to get points. Dom says, I want to win. The number 1 or number 2 pick won't make or break us. This whole tanking shit's getting old. I'm just happy to see the guys playing hard. Hey, listen, like I said, man, I understand both sides of the coin. I get it. Like I said, the pick does not make or break us. I completely agree. They have to get the coaching search right. I'm not even worried about the pick. Like, I think Joe Shane has done a good job in the draft. I think Joe Shane has made good picks. You look at a guy like Cam Scatterbo. We got him in the fucking 4th round. I just think it's funny during this shit I think it's funny that the Giants can't win a fucking game until they have the first pick in the draft. That's probably what frustrates the fans that want them to lose. It's not because we're not going to get as good of a draft pick. It's because those fans are like, why the fuck don't they win these games when they matter? Why don't they close out the game against Dallas in September? Why don't they close out the game against Denver, Detroit, Chicago? Why don't they close them out? Why don't they win then? Why do they wait to win now? That's the frustrating part. But I agree. The draft pick doesn't mean shit. Getting the coach right matters most. That's what matters most. But I understand the fans that say, I want a better pick. I want to trade back for draft cap. I get all that shit. And I get the ones that say, fuck Dallas. I hate Dallas. I want to kick Dallas's ass. I'm with you. I love beating Dallas. Fuck Dallas. Now we can sit there and hold that over them the whole time. You ain't never beat Jackson North. You can't say Dak ain't lost to the Giants in 10 years anymore. I get it. Nico says, done with this bullshit. Fan for over 25 years. It wasn't about the pick. It was about the capital to build with. I'll probably just listen to the game through you guys if I can muster the interest burned out. I listen, man. I understand it. Like I said, I think for people, it's just the fact they can't win when it matters. They did give Dallas the ball, which I get it. I mean, it was a fumble. Here's a handoff, and that will be a good gain on first down out to the 34. It'll be second down and a short 2. James says, to tell you the truth, I can't wait till Thursday. It's all about the U. What a hell of a win by Miami. Miami is the best offensive line in football, I think. They have a lot of talent on that O-line. I also think it's funny that Aubrey missed a field goal. Like, why didn't he miss it when he was trying to tie the game? There's a good hard run on second down, and Maffa will get the first down. But isn't that funny, though? Isn't it ironic that when Aubrey needed that field goal to tie the game and send it to overtime that we would eventually lose, he makes it? And when they're trailing 24-10 in a game that means nothing, he shanks it. You don't find that ironic? I do. I find it ironic. From the 44, they're going to turn and hand it off again, and Maffa squeezed through a hole there for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Yeah, Miami's really good in the trenches. Really good in the trenches. To be honest, man, for me, after another year of Giants football, it's just hard to cover this team. This is hard to cover them. It's hard to talk about them. We have a lot to talk about after this shit, though. That's for sure. They'll throw out in the flat to Maffa, and he runs over a defender, but he was tackled after a gain of 1. Peyton got stood up, dragged for a yard, but does make the tackle. I have not listened to or paid attention to Howard Stern in probably 30 years, 35. How old am I? 50? I think the last time, I don't think I paid attention to Howard Stern since I graduated high school. I kind of outgrew him as I became an adult. I haven't listened to him in decades. I don't even know he was still around, honestly. I don't even know who the hell Beetlejuice is. That's a catch. 4th down and 1. Dallas obviously is going to go for this. Oh, Joe Milton's their quarterback. How the hell did I not know that was Joe Milton out there? I'm surprised they're not. He's not the most mobile guy, but I'm still surprised they haven't used his legs a little bit. 4th and 1 for the Giants, 46. Milton going to turn. He is going to run with the ball. That's what I was just saying, and he's going to get the first down and a lot more. Milton all the way down to the Giants. Wow, where did he step out of bounds? He might have got inside the 25-yard line. Lucas. My guy, Lucas. Prove sports loyalty is stronger than love. If the Giants were a wife, I'd get a fucking divorce. Oh God, you're not wrong. The only thing that's messed up, Lucas, if you think about it, Lucas is a legend, by the way. My friend from Diananda is always from Diananda. At least, you end up with an ex-wife or you end up with a crappy wife. At least at some point in your life, you wouldn't have got married otherwise. She loved you at some point. The Giants do not love us back. There's a nice catch by Maffa on the screen. He breaks a tackle and the ball comes out. And the Giants have it. The Giants have it. Maffa got inside the 14 and then he turns it over. Elijah Chapman, the 7th round pick, recovers it, and the Giants thwart the Cowboys' drive again. JC says, not ironic. He barely missed the field goal kick. Also, last kick was done in the dome, cold weather, and MetLife Stadium sucks. He would have made it if it mattered. It's true, though. It's true. At least your ex-wife, at some point in that relationship, he loved you too. The Giants don't fucking care about us, man. They don't. We love them with all of our heart and soul. They don't ever love us back. They don't love us back. Unless they blew the whistle dead. This is a fumble. He is up, his knees down. I'm sorry. His knees down. He's down. This will not be a fumble. I did not see the knee at first. I thought he was on top of another guy. Yeah. Now, I'm not speaking from experience. I've been with my wife for 25 years, and thank God for my wife. Because I'm a fucking psycho, man. I got a lot of problems. My wife brings me back down here. A lot of times I go up here for no reason. She brings me right back down. She's the calming effect of my life. She calms me down. I'll make a big deal out of something. She's like, all right, relax. It's not that big of a deal. And then I calm down. I'm like, you're right. It's not. So my wife's way better than the Giants, I can tell you that. And nice play off the edge there. That was Drew Phillips. Loss of 3. Ken, thank you. Jerry Jones and company may be laughing as we speak. Listen, I'm sure everybody's going to be laughing at the Giants for fucking up the draft pick. We already know this. The opposition's going to be laughing and like, good, you screwed your draft pick up. But the fact of the matter is, everybody laughs at the Giants all the time anyway. Everybody laughs at this team all the time anyway. Well, why wouldn't you? Last play of the third quarter, Milton drops back, rolls right, throws right. It's floating up there, and that's going to be a flag against Peyton, whoever the hell he is. Cowboys will have it 1st and goal to 1. Well, I guess this shit ain't over yet. Nice. This is year 20. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ron. It's tough. It's tough, man. Mike says 25 years. It's rare. You know why it's rare nowadays? Because number one, a lot of people are just selfish and it's all about self-gratification and don't understand that relationships require a lot of give and take. But people are just impatient, man. They think things are supposed to be perfect all the time. No marriage is perfect. A perfect marriage is one that lasts. But not every day is perfect. It's not like you're never going to have fights and you're never going to have disagreements. As long as it's nothing serious. Milton reaches and he's in. He marked him just short. And that'll end the third quarter. Unless it's something serious. You're cheating on him. You're lying. You're gambling. You're doing drugs. Like something really serious. But having a fight because the toilet seat's up or you're having a bad day or she's having a bad day and you have a stupid argument. There's no reason to be like, I'm done with this shit. That doesn't. There's probably like 1,500 Giants fans in that building right now. All right, let me go pee. Hit that thumbs up, subscribing the bell. We have one more fucking quarter. Wouldn't it suck ass if this game went into overtime? That'd be funny if it did. All right, we have one more quarter of Giants football this year, Giants fans. Thank God and thank you for being a part of it. Really appreciate you. I'll be right back. Okay. Like I said, the Giants season's over, but the hate watching begins whenever the hell Philadelphia plays. We will be hate watching the shit out of them. So hopefully they go out in the first round and then we're going to just enjoy the postseason. That's where we are now. Chair has seen better days. It has. I need a new chair. I've been saying that for a while. But yes, shout out to Dire Giants fan got me this thing years ago. But yes, I definitely need a new chair. Got to get a new gaming chair. Got to go to Old Brick Furniture. They had a chair that I really liked there. So yeah. Yep. Why do I have an eagle on my shirt? I don't like the team. I love the bird. I think the bird is the coolest freaking bird there is. But I'm pretty sure this isn't a Philadelphia Eagles shirt. But yeah. Still think the bird is awesome. Touchdown Dallas. So they're going to go in, and that's Maffa. And it is now 24-16, extra point pending. Zach says, let's go Cowboys. Yeah, where's Chris? Stand up! The chat is, we got another fight after it. Dexter Lawrence in there he's trying to get thrown out so the tank can be completed. He doesn't want to tank in the field. He's like, throw me out. The ref, throw me out. I don't want to look like I'm tanking, but please throw me out. Dex is trying to get thrown out to complete the tank. Texas, let's sing it outside. Oh, God. Dex is like, let's go. Dex is huge, man. Dex has always been big, but I swear this is as heavy as I've ever seen him. Blue fourth quarter leads. What's one more? I mean, they listen, Giants fans. If anybody can blow a lead, guys, it's the Giants. I was born in 1975, Robert. I turned 50 this year. July of 75. Garrett just got a sack, so he breaks the record, but he did it in 17 games, so there will be an asterisk. Snap, spot, extra points good. It's 24-17. The Giants wouldn't get why would the Giants get the quarterback from Indiana? Giants aren't taking him. Larry, thank you, man. The only gaming chair worth owning is from Secret Labs. Otherwise, buy it. Maybe it was an office chair. It looked like a gaming chair there, but maybe it was an office chair. Plus, gaming chairs are like really fucking expensive. It just looked like maybe it wasn't. I didn't really look at them. It's like I really could use a new. Not only that, I could use a new desk down here. I'm being completely honest. I could use a new desk. In the summer, I have a lot more time, obviously. And I do think, like, when it gets nice, I think when I get to maybe March, springtime, I could use a bigger desk. This desk isn't really big. I could use a bigger desk down here. But yes. Mr. Lorenzo, thank you, man. He says, losing the second pick and a chance to draft to make this team better with multiple picks, but at least we keep our integrity with a meaningless win. Yeah, man, listen, we can't control what they do. The players aren't going to try to lose. They're not going to intentionally tank. It's just not what they do. Again, I would have rather have seen them be able to get more draft capital myself, because the Giants are a long ways away from competing, and I feel like the more depth you have, especially you see when we get injured, we don't have a lot of depth. I feel like it definitely could work, but at the end of the day, I'm going to keep saying this the entire offseason until we hire whoever the fuck we're hiring. The most important thing the Giants have to do this offseason is get the coaching staff right. I don't care who they pick. I don't care. Hopefully they get one of those four guys that I mentioned. Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson, or Cornell Tate. But it would have been nice to get more capital, but it is what it is. They got to get the coach right. The coach is what's important. It's important. It's important. I'm actually going to put that on Twitter. Here's Deontay Banks. I'm surprised he didn't return it for a touchdown. To me, that's the most important. So the Giants will start at their own 27, leading 24-17 just underway here in the fourth. Dart takes the snap, hands it to Tracy. Big hole off the left guard. Gain of about, we'll see if they give him 4 or 5. It'll be second down and a medium. Chris, thank you, buddy. He says, for your information, that's exactly where I want to retire to. Charleston, South Carolina. Cloudy and about 22 here today. Dart drops back, plenty of time. Rolling right, throwing right, and incomplete. Good defense there. Tracy wanted a flag. Wow, they call the flag? This just looked like good defense to me. They're going to call pass interference. That'll be a huge penalty for the Giants. I didn't think he was there early. I just looked like good defense to me. I'll just see that again. No foul. I thought he got there on time. I was like, is it because he hit him in the knees? Zach Attack says, giddy up, Dallas Cowboy fans. Giddy up, like Kramer would say. He had him on the wheel route, but again, this is where Dart's got to get better. Dart's got to get better with this throw. He underthrew Tracy, made him come back with the ball. If he leads Tracy, that's a touchdown. And that's what he's saying. Dart has to do better at that. He has to improve on that. 3rd down and 4. Gunner goes in motion left to right. Dart out of the shotgun. Now he's going to change the play, and the Giants are going to take a timeout. They will not take a timeout. It's a false start on the Giants. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Let me ask you guys this. If the Cowboys go down and score, do you think they go for 2? There's history. 23 sacks for Myles Garrett. Cleveland's winning that game, by the way. Myles Garrett's a fucking beast. 3rd down and 9 from the 26.5 yard line, 27.5. Dart out of the gun, drops back. Cowboys bring an extra man. Dart throws deep down the left side. He's got a man. It's Slayton, and it's caught. And there will be a penalty. Slayton's going to stay all the way up. He's going to score. A huge touchdown for the Giants. Let's check the flags. Slayton can't believe the call. He's like, it's on me. So penalty that's gonna bring it back. They called the same shit against him. Was it the Eagles game? I gotta see this again. I gotta see this again. I gotta see it again. Let's see. What? Show me another angle. Where the fuck is the pass interference? That's twice when Slayton actually makes a good play. He made a great play there, and he got called for pass interference. I didn't see much of anything there. That looked like hand fighting. That's bullshit. Be more consistent on that. Well, now it's 3rd down to 19. Now you just have to run the football here. That was a bad call. Dallas brings an extra man again. Dart has time. He stands in there, takes a hit, throws deep, and that should be a flag against the Cowboys, and it will be. He was looking for Hodgins. And even though Hodgins couldn't catch that ball, that'll be pass interference on the Cowboys. They'll give it right back. Neither team wants to win. Larry says, 2026 Bad Dog Secret Lab gaming chair, Corsair platform, Elevate disc, cat ear headphones, UW Giants fans like my setup. Now, I know nothing about any of that stuff. Everything you just said to me right there is foreign. It's foreign. I'm surprised they didn't pick it up. That's uncatchable. That ball's uncatchable. I'm surprised they didn't pick that flag up. Dart took a hit. I can't believe they didn't pick that up. That ball was uncatchable. The Giants have it at the 50. Tracy is swallowed up after a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down to 9. I didn't think either one of those was a penalty. I didn't think either one of those flags was a penalty. Honestly. Slayton call was bad. That call against Dallas was terrible. He had no chance. That ball was underthrown by 3 yards. Dart out of the gun. Dallas bringing pressure. Dart throws. He's got his man. It's Gunner. And he's down to the 42. It'll be 3rd and about 4. Well, they're going to give him 3rd and 3. Got to be 4-down territory here for the Giants. The one thing I wonder, if the Giants don't score and the Cowboys got a touchdown, I wonder if they would go for 2. Dart out of the gun. I would imagine this is definitely 4-down territory for the Giants, unless he takes a loss. Man in motion's Gunner. Dart out of the gun. Takes a snap, drops back. Dallas brings 4, looks, throws, got a man wide open as he just sat down in the zone. It's Slayton. It's a 1st down for the Giants. The Giants have a 72-yard touchdown taken back, and then they get a gift 40-yard penalty. Jackson Dart out of the shotgun from the Dallas 37. Takes a snap. That's a handoff. It's Tracy sifting his way forward to the 34, a gain of 2.5, 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down at about 7. Browns are going to win, so lowest we can drop is 6. Yeah, the Jets aren't going to win. That I can tell you. And you don't think the Raiders are watching this game right now going, there is no way that the Browns aren't going to win. The Bengals have the ball in their own 40. That's not over yet. Dart out of the gun, hands it off. It's Tracy. He is going to bust forward all the way down to the Cowboy 13, a gain of 20. It'll be 1st down and 10. So I'll have to keep an eye on that Cleveland game. Yeah, that's no guaranteed win there for Cleveland right now. From the 14, dart out of the pistol, takes the snap, hands it off. Tracy runs right into Clowney, who's had a big day today, no gain. Man, that Cleveland game is definitely not over. Slate might be. I would see Wandale going to the Chiefs. Second down and 9. They did give him a yard. Dart. Going to run. Oh, a fake play, and Gunner underthrew him. He had Mannerts. What a play call that was. Dart was rolling out like it was an option play, and he got Gunner on the reverse. Gunner was throwing a Mannerts who was wide open, but he underthrew it. I actually liked that play by Kafka. That was beautiful. It's just the throw was terrible. That wasn't even a duck. That was a goose. That was actually a really good play by Kafka. Third down and 9. Obviously, a field goal is huge for the Giants here, and that's what they're going to play for as Tracy gets a yard. Better Call Sauls will come in to kick the chip shot, 25-yarder. No, quarterback definitely not in Gunner's future. That's for sure. I actually like that call. Sauls will kick 30-yarder, my bad. Snap spot. Kick good. Giants got their kicker, guys. Giants got their kicker. 27-17. Yep, Garrett broke the sack record. Did it in an extra game, obviously. But he got it. Cincinnati has the ball in the Cleveland 42 with 2 minutes to go. Atlanta is beating New Orleans. Yeah, people are talking about that Minnesota-Green Bay game. Does that mean anything for anybody? It just means Minnesota's defense is really good. Chargers Denver, that's a freaking good game there. That's a good game. Does that game, I don't know anything about the AFC seeding though. Does that game mean anything for the Chargers? I like that play. I liked that play a lot. But Gunner's getting consoled over there for a bad throw. The kick is off. Caught at the 6. Turpin out to the 20. Looking for room. He is tackled at about the 27. And the Cowboys will take over from there. Oh, okay. That doesn't mean anything for the Chargers. Okay. Oops, I went to the wrong website there. Don't want to go to YouTube. Wanted to go to, just in case you're wondering today, guys, Jackson Dart, 19 of 28, 213 and 2 touchdowns. He also has 32 yards on the ground. He should have had a 72-yard touchdown. Oh, it's picked off. And Joe Milton fires. All of a sudden, Bobby Okereke, who doesn't do shit all year, comes up with his third turnover in the last 2 games. This guy hadn't done jack shit the whole year. And for the second week in a row, the quarterback looks right at him and says, let me give you this one. Milton threw it right to him. Fucking, I don't want Okereke back, by the way. Save $9 million. Second time, man. Geno Smith threw one right. I just can't believe he catches the ball. Milton got a $500K bonus for that pick. Tracy's going to bounce it out to the right side. He's got room. He will get knocked out of bounds right in front of the 20-yard line, gain of 13. Giants are in cruise control. Like I said, man, you guys that wanted the Giants to win, I hope you're all big Joe Schoen fans. I don't want the people that wanted the Giants to win to sit here and go, whoa, why did they fire Joe Schoen? This is what you get when you win. I don't care if they fire Joe Schoen or not. I think it's better that they do, but if they don't, it ain't going to bother me. I like Joe Schoen, but I just feel like it's better for the Giants if they got rid of him. But winning the last two games, you're going to sell it. That look at what we did the last two games. Look at Jackson Dart. Look at this defense. Dart's going to get sacked for a loss of 4 by who else but Jadeveon Clowney. This guy's having a career day. He's turned back the clock. Yep, you're going to – Joe Schoen will be back. Don't be surprised if, the Giants got momentum now, these culture wins. Don't be surprised if Mike Kafka's your head coach with Charlie Bullen as the defensive coordinator next year, especially if Joe Schoen is a lame duck GM. Don't be surprised if that's what they come back with. Dart out of the shotgun, second down and 14. It's the handoff to Singletary. Bullying over Cowboys all the way down to the 17, a gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 7. Yeah, I don't care what Glazer says. Who the fuck is Glazer? He's some dude. He doesn't know what the Giants are going to interview Kafka. But when you have a lame duck GM, who's going to come in here and go, yes, I want that job. I want the job where when the Giants are freaking 2-13 again next year and the GM gets fired, I'm going with them. Nobody wants that job. Where they don't even the Cowboys jump off sides again. It'll make it 3rd and 1. Nobody's going to want that job with a lame duck GM. You're not going to get the best candidate for that. 3rd down and 1. Who's talking about culture wins? You haven't heard that? You must not be on social media that often. Touchdown Bengals. Yeah. I told you that wasn't over. I don't give a fuck what Jay Glazer says. We'll see what happens. You're just not going to get the best head coaching candidate. They got to extend Joe Schoen. They have to give Joe Schoen a contract. They have to. From the 11, 3rd down and 1, Dart turns. It's going to be a play fake. He's got Tracy out in the flat. He's got the 1st down, and he's got more as he gets down to the 5-yard line. Joe must go. Joe's not going anywhere. These last two wins, in my opinion, they have cemented Joe Schoen coming back here in 2026. Now, if he comes back beyond it, who knows? They better give him an extension. They better extend Joe Schoen right through 2028. I'm being dead ass serious. 1st down and goal from the 6. Dart throws a fade. He's went out of bounds. Not a good throw there by Dart. It'll be 2nd and goal. I'm not saying Glazer's a moron, but I don't know why. Like, why is his word gospel? Juice Jorge says, I actually think Kafka could be a good head coach. Well, like I said, you're not going to get the pick of the litter. If you extend Joe Schoen, you will get better coaching candidates. If you don't, you might end up with him because here's Singletary pushing for touchdown, Giants. And the rout is on as they are destroying the Cowboys. By the same score, they beat the Eagles, 34-17. No head coach is going to want to, absolutely no head coach will want to come here knowing with a lame duck GM that if that GM gets fired, you're going with them. No head coach wants to come in here knowing that they have absolutely no slack. And if they lose, they're gone. No head coach wants that, especially a first-year head coach. None of them want that. Extra point, snap spot. Souls continues to be perfect. Giants 34, Dallas 17. It's just a fact, man. They're going to have to extend Joe Shane. He is definitely coming back. So you have to extend him. It has to happen. I know a lot of people, probably 3/4 of the fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's what has to happen. That has to happen, man. Got it. You got it. He's coming back now. There's not a doubt in my mind. If the Giants would have lost these two games, he probably would have got fired. But since they won them, he's coming back. So you better give him an extension. But he's definitely coming back next year. So, like I said, you guys that wanted Joe Shane fired, you're not getting that. There's no way there was already a lot of rumors saying he was going to stay to begin with. Now he's definitely staying. Definitely staying. So, anyway, the hate watch begins next week. I'm going to be doing whoever the hell the Eagles play, whether it's the Rams or the Niners. I'll be live for that one, and we will be rooting for the Rams or Niners. If I had gear of the Rams or Niners, I would wear it in that fucking game. You be the biggest Rams or Niner fan you ever saw in your life. Want to give a big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the stream today and all year long. Guys and girls, check out Sleeper. It's the fastest growing app out there. Almost 11 million people use it. Daily fantasy contests, college football, college basketball, NBA, and a lot more. And if you're like me and you're really bad at picking against the spread, they have tons of prop bets, including over-under on stats. You can make entries within about 30 seconds, do them for as little as $1 an entry, and win up to 1,000 times your cash. Check out Sleeper. It is a great promotion. They have two great promotions going right now. Click the link in the description. Enter the promo code BADDOG, BADDOG, on your first deposit, and they'll give you a 100% match deposit bonus up to $100. So like I said, take $10. It's $10, right? You're going to go get a shitty McDonald's or Taco Bell meal. It really is like $13 for a Big Mac meal. Put $10 in Sleeper. You get $20 by using the promo code BADDOG, and you have a chance to win up to 1,000 times cash, which means you can go get a lot of shitty McDonald's meals. But check that out. Also, if you don't have a Sleeper account and you want to try it out, click the link in the description. Open a brand new Sleeper account with that link. They give you $20 just for opening a brand new Sleeper account. Milton's going to roll out, throw it away. There's a flag in the play. All you got to do is click the link, open a brand new account. They give you $20 for free. No deposit, no credit card, no debit cards. Nothing's required. Just open a new Sleeper account using the link. You get $20. Terms are going to apply. Have some fun, win up to 1,000 times your cash, and test your sports knowledge at Sleeper. Ecuador says, Bad Dog, you the man. You and Chris, real fans, respect. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. But how can I be the man, do the man? I wish Chris was here, but Chris was really under the weather, obviously. Otherwise, he would have definitely done this game, even though it means nothing. It's not like Chris is like, fuck it, I just don't feel like doing the game. He definitely would have been here doing this game with me. But it is what it is. But like I said, they stopped showing the Giants. They didn't stop showing it here. I still see it. Milton out of the shotgun throws in the flat, or I'm sorry, on the slant. And that's a first down. Flournoy for the culture. Exactly, for the culture. It worked very well last year. That win in week 17. It's why I don't believe for that. I don't believe that shit either. That's not a good throw. Carter's actually not done great. That's the one thing I'll say. Like, people are like, fuck a tank, and I get it, because you can pick first, you can pick 7. It doesn't really matter. You got to get the pick right. I understand the fuck a tank. I get it. But the same people are talking about winning culture, winning shit, these culture wins. Fuck a culture. This shit don't translate from one year to the next. You just got to look at last year. They beat the Colts in week 17. What the fuck? How did that carry over this year? Didn't carry over another. We have the same record after 15 games. There's no carryover. None. They don't carry over from year to year. Our Giants fan says, yay, losing forever. Yippee. Oh, they'll be bad next year. They'll be a bad team next year again. Let's take it to coach. Our only hope, and again, I'm still picking them to be terrible. They're not fooling me again. The only hope is they get the head coach right. That's the only hope, is that they get this coaching staff right. That's it. 3rd and 10, Milton. What the heck? Milton, I thought Milton had this cannon arm. Every time Milton throws the ball, it's like it has helium in it. The thing just floats up there. Yeah, this is exactly it. Culture doesn't matter. Too much player turnover. That's exactly it, man. These teams are not the same year in and year out. What culture are you building? Kafka's probably not coming back here next year. Bullen's not coming back here next year. A lot of these players are not coming back here. What is the culture? How does it carry over? Dart, yeah, we need Dart to get these snaps. David, thank you, man. Logically, thank you. Realistically, we'll ruin the quarterback we draft regardless of who we pick and where you pick them. Jets fans down bad. It's like Giants fans, buddy. I get it. You know what, David? I'm like you with the picks, with the coaching staff. Inevitably, brother, whoever we bring in as coach, it'll be the wrong fucking guy. They'll hire the wrong people. The Giants will hire the wrong people. The Giants will fuck it all up. Whatever they do, it'll be wrong. Adam says we lost an extra first-round pick today by winning. Well, we don't know that. We don't know what the trades would have been, but they're going to pick 7th now. Dart is going to hand it off. It'll be Tracy, and he'll get 4 out of 25. But just another shitty season, Giants fans. It's just what it is. Find another team. Okay, I'll find another team. I mean, who the fuck are you, bro? Who the fuck are you? You're nobody. You don't know me. You're a fucking great pick troll. You know shit about me. I love this team longer than you've probably been alive. Tell me to find another team. I fucking covered this team for 8 fucking years. I watch every fucking game. Go fucking sit on a cactus. Fucking tell me to find another team. Who the fuck are you? You're nobody. Don't ever tell anybody how to fan on their fucking fan base. Go swallow a hot poker and wash it down with bleach. Fucking nobody. You're a nobody. If I didn't love this team, I wouldn't give so much. I wouldn't give a shit about it. You're embarrassing. You can't even spell "you're" right. You can't even spell "you're" right. Who's embarrassing? You can't even spell the word "you're" right. That's embarrassing. That shit is a second grade word. You can't even spell it right. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. That's fucking truly embarrassing. You're uneducated. Go find something else to do. Go find something else to do. I know I made your 2026 by responding to you, but I'm done. Go find something else to do. Go play in traffic. Jackson Dart's going to hand off Singletary up the middle, and there's a flag that'll be holding. Giants going to beat Dak Prescott for the first time since 2016. That shit is crazy. 10 years. It does go again. I mean, I know Dak didn't play the second half, but it does go against Dak Prescott's record if you're into those type of things. The Giants have averaged 35.5 points against Dallas this year and 20 points against everybody else. That's pretty funny. First down and 20. Dallas' defense is awful. I knew they were going to fall back to the pack. Singletary is swallowed up. That was a hell of a play right there by Williams. A loss of 8. Kelvin says, how can you be mad for the Giants not tanking, but be upset the Eagles tanked with Doug? Have to be fair. How can you be mad for I didn't say I was mad for the Giants not tanking. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said I was mad for them not tanking. Yeah, I can't control what the Giants do. I never said I was mad. What I'm saying is the people that wanted Joe Shane fired, he's not going to get fired. So expect him to be back. And like I said, draft picks does not matter, but wins do not carry from one year to the next. That is my opinion. They don't. We won against the Colts in week 17 last year. We were 2-13. We were 2-13 this year in week 17. What exactly transferred from last year's culture win to this year's culture win? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm not mad for the Giants not tanking at all. These players have shit to play for. They have contracts to play for. They're professional athletes. They're not going to go out there and not try. I never said I wasn't mad at the Giants for not tanking. I find it ironic that they lose 13 of the first 15 games. They win 2 games in 4 months, and then they win 2 games in 2 weeks. It's just weird. It's just that's the Giants, man. Larry says, every Giants fan troll, you're a loser. Fine. I know, right? We know the lack of education these people have. We know. They're probably like 12 years old, to be honest. I'm used to it. I've been on this shit a long time, man. I'm very used to it. Very used to it. But remember, they're here watching me. Nobody's watching them. They're here watching me. Gangrene David says, over under 6 games combined. I think we might get over between us because we're over 6 games between us this year. So maybe you guys got to get rid of Aaron Glenn, though, man. That guy is not a head coach. You guys got to get rid of him. You guys got to get a head coach too. Have to. You guys need a new head coach. Aaron Glenn ain't it. Aaron Glenn is not an NFL head coach. He's not. But he's not. You know. This is what it is. Slim, anybody celebrating this win can go fuck themselves. We lost all the picks today. Like I said, I'm not gonna get mad at people being happy the Giants won. I'm not like that, whoever the fuck that guy was. I don't tell people how the hell to fan. I'm not telling you what to root for. Giants fans can root for the Giants however they want to. I no skin off my back. I don't give a shit what they do. I root for the Giants the way I want to root for them. Other people can do it. They can root for whatever they like. Personally, I think it's ironic. I just find it amusing. that they all of a sudden, the last 2 games, they figured out how to win football games, and they couldn't do it all year. Gunner's going to take the carry. The Cowboys are going to let the clock run. Giants are just down it at this point. Andrew says, the Antonio Pierce hire incoming. I'm already preparing for more disappointment and shitty football next year. That's kind of where I am, honestly. I just have the Giants just don't know how to. They don't know how to do anything right. They have to show me they can. They have to show me they can. I want to believe in them. I want them to win. I'm sick of these games meaning nothing. But I don't expect much of anything from the Giants. They're going to hand it off here. Singletary's going to get 4. The Giants will punt, and the Cowboys will run out the clock. Chris, thank you so much for the $10 donation, buddy. I really appreciate it. Falcons are going to beat the Saints. Who gets into the postseason with the Falcons win? The Browns ended up winning? The Browns didn't win, did they? Oh, shit, the Browns did win. Wow. Stefanski's staying on over there. Stefanski is going to stay. Oh, the Panthers win the South. The good thing about the Giants drafting 6 is, like I said, I think they get one of those big 4 guys. I think they get one of those big 4. They're going to get Reese, Tate, Tyson, or Downs, because the first 2 picks are going to be quarterbacks. Again, I'm not even worried about the draft pick. I'm not worried about the draft pick, guys. I'm not worried about it. I'm more concerned about getting the coaching staff right, because in my opinion, this team has talent. And the Giants this year, although the record sucks ass, they competed with some of the best teams in football. And they had some of the best teams in football on the ropes. And they ended up fucking and pissing it away. They should have beat Dallas twice. I'm not saying Dallas is one of the best teams in football. They had Denver. Denver's 13-3. We had them. We lost. We dominated them. We ended up losing. We were the only team to put up 30 points on Philadelphia. We did that. They're in the postseason. You know, we should have beat the Lions. I mean, I know they fell off, but we should have beat them. Chicago's in the postseason. We should have beat them. We had a lot of games that we let get away that we should have won because of poorly coached situational football. That is the most important aspect. I don't care who they pick. I honestly don't. They're going to get a very highly sought after prospect picking 6th or wherever the hell they pick, right? They're going to be very, very top prospect. We just have to get the right coaches to develop these prospects. So Kafka finishes his Giants tenure as head coach, 2-3? Giants beat Dallas 34-17, and they will be able to say, hey, we beat Dallas's ass. So Chris says, good game, Bad Dog, but it really did feel like preseason. You are absolutely, that's exactly what the game felt like. It felt like a preseason game. It really did. Chris, thank you for doubling up on the $10 donation, buddy. I really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Matt says, where was this all season? That's what's frustrating. Where was it all season? Where was it all season? I just feel like the Giants got to get this shit right. I just have no faith in them to get anything right in the offseason. It's tough to. It's tough to believe they can turn it around. Well, New Orleans just scored, but they're going to have to recover an onside kick. Darwin have had an even better game. They not called that Slayton touchdown back. It should have been a touchdown, mind you. Avery says, staying sober this month, but the Giants make it hard. Yeah, the Giants will drive anybody to drink, buddy. Anybody. Well, Giants fans, I can say this. We have made it to the end of another tumultuous, disappointing season for the Giants. I don't know, man. people can, I mean, you can be happy they win. I get it. But for me, there's just not a lot of takeaway from beating a Raiders team that was obviously trying to lose and then beating the Dallas backups in the second half. I just, it's good for Dart. Dart built some confidence. That's I mean, if you want to talk about culture wins, I guess the biggest difference between last year at this time and this year is last year we didn't have our hopefully franchise quarterback. We didn't have our future quarterback, right? We didn't know who our quarterback was going to be going into this year when we beat the Colts. I guess that's the thing. You know who your quarterback is next year. And Dart struggled his first 3 games out of the concussion protocol and with cough calling plays. The last 2 games, he looked a lot better. Now you hope you get a healthy Malik Neighbors, you get a healthy Scadaboo, get the right fucking coach. I cannot stress that enough. I don't care. I don't even care what our pick is. Carolina very happy as the Panthers will go into the postseason. Yeah, man, we just got to get the coaching staff right. I'm so worried about that. We have to get this right. Corey says, thank you, buddy. He says, the only good thing about these meaningless wins was to shove the media about the Mendoza bullshit. That's a fact. That does stop all the quarterback talk. I agree. Dart is our quarterback. I totally agree. Give him the right coaching staff. And one last time in 2025, anyway, yay, football! Well, we'll do it again next year, right? I'll be right here for more, I guess, soul-searching, torture, whatever you want to call it. Dar Giants fan, obviously, fuck this team. Like I said, man, I don't. To me, none of this matters. Just, I don't feel like a win carries into next year, and I don't feel like going from 6th to whatever the fuck it is, 2nd to 6th, 7th. I don't think any of it matters. I don't think any of it matters. I just the coaching staff. This is the biggest issue with this team. This team has talent. This team can win football games. They have to show me that they can do it, though. And until they do, man, I can't be optimistic. I've been optimistic the last 2 years. They let me down. I love Jackson Dart. I think Dart can play. He's got some stuff to work on. I love Scadaboo. He's a fucking beast. Malik Neighbors, obviously, is really, really great. Abdul Carter played really well at the end of the year. Brian Burns was an absolute stud all season long. All pro. He should be an all pro, in my opinion. I'll give Dex some leniency. I don't think Dex. I think Dex has had a bad year, but I think he's still a really good player. We found our kicker. Ben Souls is the guy. They have to bring him back. It's ridiculous that was a big deal, but we're going to bring him back. I think Tyrone Tracy can play. I really like Daniel Bellinger. I think they should bring him back. I would like to see them bring Illuminor back. He may not be a great right tackle, but he's at least average, which is way better than what we've had over there in recent years. The offensive line was a lot better this year. Carmen Basillo was really good. The Giants did do some good things this year. It's just the results never panned out in the field. They didn't pan out in the win-loss column. They need coaching, guys. Team's got enough talent to win football games. I don't think there's any question about that. But they need coaching. They need guys that understand situational football, know how to finish out football games, and know how to get the optimum out of the talent that they have. That's what the Giants need to do. Andrew, thank you, buddy. He says, Ole Miss offense coordinator, apparently also a name that keeps popping up. We are in desperate need of a head coach that has some goddamn experience in this league. Head coach, no more coordinators or QB gurus. This is why that comment. This is why I'm such an advocate of Mike McCarthy. I feel like Mike McCarthy's the guy because he has experience winning football games. You know, everybody that's like, hey, don't win a championship. I mean, we're so far from that. We're so far removed from anything Super Bowl. Like I said, you gotta crawl before you can walk. You gotta walk before you can run. The Giants got to figure out ways to win football games so that when we get into December, and we're playing against Dallas or Washington or Philadelphia or whoever, the game means something. These games where fans are getting in arguments with each other because of draft position, like, I'm sick and tired of that shit. I fucking hate being in that situation year in and year out. I hate it. I want games to mean something in December and January. I don't fucking want them. I don't want them to be this. Right? I hate it. I want to win games. I'm just sick and tired of being in this situation. Craig Meadows, thank you for the super sticker, brother. I really appreciate it. I want to say before I get out of here, I really appreciate, like I said, I know Chris would feel the same. Obviously, he was really sick today, but I really do appreciate, again, all the support you guys and girls show my channel, Chris's channel, Giants Collective, and whoever else you support on YouTube as far as Giants football content creators goes. It is tough being a fan of this team. Fans are pissed off. They're aggravated. It has nothing to do with tanking or not tanking. It has to do with the Giants being a shitty football team. There's nothing else to do with it. It has nothing to do with tanking and getting a better draft pick or winning for the culture. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that this team year in and year out is winning 3 games, 4 games, 3 games, 5 games. That's what everybody's mad about. Everybody's mad at that. Because it hasn't happened for 2 years or 4 years. For the better part of 13 years, this team has been a basement dweller, a doormat, a speed bump. And Giants fans are fucking aggravated with the results. That's why they're at each other's throats. Who the fuck cares? We have no control over who they draft, who they hire, who their GM is, whether they win or lose. We have no control over. We have no control over this shit. Getting mad at each other for their opinions, I don't understand that shit. It ain't gonna change anything. It's the losing. The losing has gotten to everybody, regardless of what you're rooting for today or against the Raiders. It's the losing. The losing makes everybody mad. It's the constant losing. And you'll find that in every fan base anyway. Cowboys fans for years read each other's story about, oh, Romo sucks. Romo's great. Romo sucks. They'll do it with Dak. And I mean, the Cowboys, like I said, they weren't good this year, but they've been in the playoffs a lot the last 10, 15 years. And you'll still see that fan base. Dak sucks. Dak's great. Dak sucks. Dak's great. Tastes great. Less filling. Tastes great. Less filling. That's, yeah, if you're old, if you know, you know. Eric, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. He says, thank you to you and Chris for another season doing this. Whether people are happy or pissed about the draft pick, yes, of course, there's a reason for concern, but there's also hope. Let's get the coach and go Giants. I agree. We need the coach. We need the coach. Shame, thank you. What do you think? So I like Cliff Kingsbury. He would not be my first pick, though. He wouldn't be my first pick. He wouldn't be my first pick at all. But I don't think they could, but they're not going to hire a new head coach tomorrow because they have to go through the interview process. They can fire Kafka tomorrow, which I think they will. I think they'll fire Kafka, but I wouldn't be surprised if they interviewed him either. My top, McCarthy's number 1 on my list. I like Chris Shula, and I like Hafler. Those are probably my 3 guys. McCarthy's 1, and I know he's not the most popular pick. But, yeah, Hafley. Shula, Hafley, and Shula, Hafley, McCarthy. Kubiak's not a bad prospect either. Of course, I mean, if Tomlin or Harbaugh get fired, he's right there top of my list. If for whatever reason Tomlin or Harbaugh is out there, right to the top of the list. I just don't expect Harbaugh or Tomlin to be available. But if either one of those guys, for whatever reason, was out there, that's the first guy that I want. That would be my first pick. Fire Joe Shane? I don't think that's happening, man. like I said, if they would have, no, not Belichick. Belichick's too old. If the Giants would have lost these last 2 games, I think Shane would have lost his job. I honestly do. The fact they won the last 2 games, he is definitely being here next year. And again, I don't want him here just for next year. He needs to be extended. I like Joe Shane. I have no problem with him not getting fired. Again, I'm in the minority with that. But I just felt like it would have been for the betterment of the franchise. You're firing your entire coaching staff. You fired everybody else. The GM should go too. They won their last 2 games, but in my opinion, 4-13 is not good enough to keep your job, especially after you were 3-14 last year. Not good enough. You decided to keep the coaching staff here that failed last year. You didn't fire those coaches, Joe Shane. You kept them here. And then you had to fire them to save your bacon because you had another terrible year. In my estimation, you should be fired. But if you're not going to fire him, you better extend him. There is no in between. He does not come back as a lame duck head coach. A lame duck GM. You will not get the best head coaching candidates. Nobody's going to want to come in under those circumstances, whether you have Jackson Dart in the top 6 pick or not. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But again, I'm going to get out of here, guys and girls. Really appreciate you again, all the support this year. It means a lot because this team fucking sucks, and you could definitely be doing other things at your time. And it means a lot to Chris and I that you spend time with us on Sunday. You watch our videos. You hang out in the Giants collective. It means a lot. This team is tough to watch. They're tough to root for. They drive us all fucking crazy, without question. And the only reason that we act the way we do is because we care. Maybe we shouldn't care as much, but we can't help it. That's what fans do. They care. They love them, regardless of how they feel about us or how they perform on the field or who the hell is wearing the jersey. We love them. It's just what we do. It's our fandom. Our fandom makes us passionate. Our fandom makes us sad. It pisses us off. It makes us happy. It's what they do. You run the gamut of emotions. That's any relationship. It's any loving relationship. Anyway. Let me get out of here. Again, thank you guys for all the support this year. Collective will be live, I think, at 5 o'clock today. I'm going to try to knock out a post-game video, and I'll see you over there. And again, if you want to tune in next week, I don't know who the Eagles are playing, but I will be live for the Hate Watch. I will be live for the Eagles Hate Watch. We can all agree that we will be rooting against them. No matter what the fuck you rooted for today as a Giants fan, I think we can all agree we're going to root against them. I think we can all go and agree on that. With that said, Bad Digga Dizzle. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. See you next time. We out. Peace.